street. I'm straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done me time. I'm going straight, I am, along the straight and narrow. And I don't mean straight back to
Sign it.
You what?
The receipt, sign it.
What, just like that? Without so much as a cursory perusal?
What's to peruse?
These are my possessions here, Mr. Kirby, what I come in with. It may very well be that during the intervening years, well...
Well, what?
Well, I'm just saying...
Just saying what?
Well, you know...
Fletcher, are you implying that there are people in this prison who might resort to stealing?
Yeah, about 800 of them.
Well, steal this rubbish.
It's not rubbish, these are my possessions,
All
my
right,
valuables.
go on, check them off. If anything's missing, take it up with Lloyd's. One penknife tartan.
Yes.
One belt brown.
Yes.
One South African shilling.
Eh? Oh, yeah, look at that.
One tin corn plasters.
Yeah.
One...
Hang on, hold your horses, hold your horses. One tin corn plasters containing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one of these missing, look.
Can we get on?
You don't get bad feet, do you? Where's my billiard chalk? Here it is. Hey, someone's used that and all. It's got a hole in, look.
One billiard chalk, used. One key ring, Tottenham Hotspur, 2 keys.
Yeah.
One receipt, shoe repairers.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, look at that. Brown, broke, sold and healed. I wonder if they're ready yet.
One Ladbrokes pocket diary for 1974.
Yeah, that's right. Hang on. Just have a shifty here, look. See what I've written here. Look at that, see? No entry after September the 11th, that fateful day. I've written, look, a tragic misdirection of a jury by a biased judge. £1 each way, Laughing Boy, Haydock Park.
You spelt bias wrong.
Yeah, spelt Laughing Boy wrong and all. Should have been Red Rum. Look at that. Fond farewell to wife and family. Remind our Ingrid to collect my shoe repairs. Yeah.
Can we get on?
Not much of a sentimentalist, are you?
No.
Do you know, Mr. Kirby, in all the time I've been staying at this hotel, I don't think I've ever seen you smile.
Fletcher, you haven't been out for 3.5 years, have you?
3 years, 8 months, 4 days, sir.
Well, let me promise you something. There's precious little to smile about out there.
To you, maybe not, no. But what you take for granted will be objects of unsurpassable joy to me, you know. Like having hot water to shave in, clean sheets, the right to sit on your own lavatory for as long as it takes to read the Sun. About a minute and a half. Privacy, warmth, no smell of disinfectant or waterlogged cabbage. The right to sit by the flickering flames of your own artificial log gas fire.
Gas bills, hot water bills, all sorts of bills. Bigger bills than when you come in. Privacy, warmth, in a dole queue.
I'll be all right.
Oh, well, if the worst comes to the worst, you can always send this lot up to Sotheby's for auction. Good luck, son.
Jammy Arab.
How?
Going out.
So?
Jammy Arab.
Who are you calling a jammy Arab? Look at you. No, well, it's not before time, is it, eh? I've done my porridge.
Aye, all right.
Yeah, your time will come and all, don't worry.
I'm the last of our little crowd, eh?
Yes, our little sewing circle, yes.
Aye, Lenny's gone. Warren, lukewarm.
Yeah.
They've all embarked on their fresh starts in life.
Well, some more fresh than others. I had a letter from Lukewarm.
Hey, how's he doing?
Not too good. His case comes up Wednesday.
No. He's only been out 3 months.
I know. It's a bit difficult for him being a bit lilac, you know what I mean?
Well, who cares these days? Everybody's tolerant about things like that.
Not in Middlesbrough, Jock. No. It comes from Middlesbrough, you see. Very difficult being lilac in Middlesbrough. There's a hard, inflexible breed of man in Middlesbrough, as is demonstrated by their football team. Hold on. Jar of Marmite, would you like that?
Yeah, ta.
Use that for suntan lotion, can't you?
What are they doing for anyway?
Who, Lukewarm? Oh,
Aye.
stealing a lady's handbag. Yes, of course, he swears it was a mistake. He said he reckoned it was his own.
That's not easy, Fletch. We know that. We've both been in and out often enough.
Yes, well, this is it for me.
Oh, aye, famous laugh.
I know. I've said it all before. Yeah, I know I have. But now, at my age, I've decided it's time I started to act my age. Do you know, there's very few people in any prisons over 35. Did you know that? Surprising, isn't it? Well, this time for me, not au revoir, it is goodbye, right? I'm 45 now. 45 years of age. And I've worked out that I've spent about 7 days, on average, 7 days out of every 30 in some nick or another. That's a week in every month, isn't it? Shocking waste, isn't it?
I'm doing worse than you. In and out since I was 14. And before that, there was the orphanage, which was another kind of prison.
Yeah, well, it is more difficult for your lot, isn't it? Because there is a lot of prejudice against your lot, isn't there?
Yeah, it's not easy being half black.
I'm not talking about being half black, I'm talking about being half Scotch.
Dinna be daft. People are not prejudiced against the Scots.
I am.
Yeah, you are. That's because Mackay's a Scot. It's Mackay you hate, really.
Oh, you've noticed, have you?
You know, you're lucky he's not black. Then you wouldn't be allowed to hate him, would you?
That is true. That's very true, yeah. Oh, I shall miss hating him, though. Do you know, if there was 2 things I could take away from this prison as souvenirs, do you know what they'd be?
What?
I'll give you a clue. They both belong to Mr. Mackay.
Well, off you go then.
Just a minute.
Left something behind, have you?
Yeah. 3.5 years of my life.
Right then. Off you go.
I want to hear this door shut behind me first.
I'm supposed to see you off the premises.
Why? You think I'm going to try and get back in, do you?
Some would like to. They can't face it outside.
Listen, mate, you're never going to see me hammering on this door crying, let me in, I'll tell you.
Right then. You better move on a bit sharpish.
All right. Beer, please. What sort? Oh, don't matter, JC. Oh, and 1 cheese and a marble, please.
Haven't got any.
Oh, well, ham will do then.
There's no sandwiches, I haven't had a chance to make them up yet.
Oh, what do you got then?
Scotch eggs?
I'm not eating Scotch eggs. I'm not eating anything Scotch. Haven't got any Welsh eggs, have you? I'll tell you what, I'll have a sausage roll, provided it's English.
Just sold the last one.
Pork pie?
Sorry.
All right, let's start again, shall we? Eh? I am famished. What can you offer me?
Kit Kat.
Just a beer, yeah.
What's this?
2 bob, 10p.
I want another 16p.
26p for a beer?
Of course it is. Where you been?
Prison. For grievous bodily harm.
Oh, I see.
You accept South African shillings, do you? Well, you do now.
Yeah, well, I'll make you up a sandwich straight away. Cheese and tomato, wasn't it?
McEwen starting on the Johnny Walker on the side. Oi! I said a McEwen start.
Take that to him over there, will you?
I believe this is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mackay.
Good God.
Now, don't pretend you're surprised. You must have known I was coming down this train. What is this, surveillance?
Slipped my mind entirely, otherwise I'd have caught the earlier train.
The feeling is mutual.
Right. Oh, you and him then?
In a manner of speaking, yes. We are from the same establishment.
Oh, I see. Sorry, sir. The beer, the whiskey.
How much is that?
Oh, no, it's all right. No rush. You might want some more.
So,
what?
first taste of freedom, is it?
Expensive taste.
Cost of living.
Well, sit down then, you're making the place look untidy. Ironical twist of fate, isn't it, eh? Because it was you who first brung me up here, wasn't it, eh? You and old Mr. Barraclough all them years ago. Going down for some other poor old nurk then, are you now?
No. Personal reasons.
Oh, yeah. Must be going to the smoke though, are you?
Oh, yes.
Why?
None of your business.
Oh, it's that personal, is it, eh? What's her name?
None of your lip, Fletcher.
Oi, you can't talk to me like that, you know, now. Oh, no, you mustn't point your little miniature at me now. I'm a free man now, you and me equal, right?
Never. Never, Fletcher, not in a million years.
Oh, funeral, is it?
What?
Going for a funeral down to the Great Metrollop side?
Fletcher, I've no wish to discuss my private affairs with the likes of you.
Well, now, let's see. If it's not a woman, and come to think of it, it couldn't be, not in that hat. You're not going down for a course, are you? Because you went to Godalming last year for one, didn't you? You're not going on leave because you had 2 weeks at Easter, didn't you? Remember? Went to Aberdeen, it peed down. Do you remember that? And you're not going up for a promotional board because they passed you over last November, didn't they?
How do you know all this, Fletcher?
Nothing is hidden in the nick, Mr. Mackay. Of course, your birthday's coming up soon, isn't it, eh? April the 23rd, Taurus, the bull, very appropriate.
Now, what has my birthday got to do with anything, eh?
Nothing. Unless you're coming up to compulsory retirement age. Oh, yeah, that's it, is it, eh? 55, yes. Thanks very much, goodbye time, isn't it? What are they going to give you, golden truncheon?
A digital clock.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Yes, sir?
2 whiskies, doubles.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you're going for a job, ain't you? That's your interview suit, isn't it?
None of your business.
You and me both. That's ironical and all, isn't it, eh? We both led very different lives over the past 25 years, haven't we? And now here we are in the same boat, jobless.
I beg your pardon. Fletcher, at least do me the courtesy of not putting me on the same footing as you.
Oh, that's right now, isn't it, mate, eh? We're both shuffling along in the same dole queue.
Not me.
Oh, really? Have you got the qualifications to leapfrog this country's million and a quarter unemployed in a
Fletcher, there must still be room in this country for an honest, diligent, industrious man willing to do a hard day's work for a fair day's pay.
Oh, well, I'm not sure about that. Industrious, diligent, honest. That'd make you a unique case, wouldn't it? They wouldn't know what to do with you, would they?
This is Stafford. The train now approaching platform 1 is the 118 from Carlisle, calling at Rugby, Watford Junction and London Euston. Platform 1.
Oi, Oaksy!
Rugby.
All right. Come on. Wait for me. That's a job you could do, you know.
On?
Guard on a train. Yeah, suit you, that would. Uniform man. You could exchange your transom for a flag and whistle, couldn't you?
Fletcher, I intend to seek a position with a little more dignity than a railway guard.
Traffic warden?
Why do you assume that I need a uniform?
Well, because you've always had one, haven't you? You've always hidden behind that mantle of security, haven't you? Eh? When you were a boy, you left school in schoolboy uniform, straight into the army, weren't you? Boy soldier, right the way up to sergeant major. Yes, it's all in your file, I've read it.
I became a boy soldier, Fletcher, out of expedience. Too many mouths in our family to feed. Lanarkshire coalfields, unemployment, hard time. I grant you, the army became a kind of a home, but one that I was grateful and proud to serve.
Yeah. Then you went straight into prison service, didn't you? You see, you've never been out in the cold, have you?
No, you're wrong there, Fletcher. Absolutely wrong. But let me tell you, between 1951 and 1953, Marie, my wife and I, ran a boarding house in Peebles, the Strathclyde.
Ah, well, that would have been cold. Yes, right. But that didn't last 5 minutes, did it?
How do you know that, Fletcher? That was never in my file.
Well, it stands to reason, doesn't it, eh? With Sergeant Major Mackay as a landlady, eh? Lights out, 10 o'clock, stand by your beards. Who left that kipper here?
Oh, yes, you can laugh, Fletcher, you can laugh. Strathclyde took most of my savings, took most of my demob pay, tried to re-enlist, joined the prison service instead. 25 years later, out to pasture, like some retired pit pony.
Yes, you see, but you uniform men all make the same mistake, you see. You all do. Screws, cops, soldiers. You all think that your loyalty is eternally appreciated by them you serve, don't you, eh? The force, the regiment. Yes. Oh, they'll look after us, yeah. You seem to think there's some sort of father figure up there who looks after his own. But there's not, you know. There's not. There's just a computer, that's all. A big computer decides when your time's up and gives you the chop. Or in your case, the clock.
It's criminal, Fletcher. That's what it is, criminal.
Of course it is, that's why I know so much about it. Listen, you are in a very precarious position. Do you know that? I've seen it all happen. I've seen it. Bitterness leads to resentment. You think the world owes you a living. You'll probably finish up in the dock, you know.
The dock?
Yeah, in the dock, yeah. On some pathetic little charge. Stealing a tin of Duragit out of Tesco's. so you can polish up your medals, take them round a pawn shop.
Listen, if I was you, Fletcher, I'd pay a little less heed to my future and a bit more to yours. You're not exactly a bright prospect, are you?
No, but I have no illusions, you see. I've got no illusions. I expect nap all from society, so the chances are I shan't be disappointed.
You'll be back. Let me tell you, Fletcher, the straight and narrow, the straight and narrow is not as easy as you think. You'll be back in crime in 5 minutes. You'll be back inside in 5 months. In your uniform.
No. I'm going straight. I know you've heard it all before, and that's because I've said it all before. But the point is, when I said it before, I didn't mean it. I used to just say it for the parole board. This time, I'm legit.
But what will you do, man? What will you do?
Well, I'd do the same as you, I suppose. I'll just pray that somebody gives us a break. Have I offended you?
No, just going to pay the water bill.
Oh, yeah. Have one for me, will you? Save me getting up.
Yeah, do you mind if I tidy this lot up?
I do wish you would.
Would you like to settle up now?
No, he's got all my money.
Hey, Fletch? 'Tis Fletch, innit?
Possibly.
Oaksy, remember? Oaksy, we did time together, Maidstone.
Oaksy, oh, yeah.
Yeah, excuse me.
It's old Oaksy.
Yeah, I heard you'd been sent up again.
Yeah, well, you heard right, didn't you, eh?
How long you been out?
Oh, ages and ages, about 3 hours.
You mean this is...
Yeah, I'm just going home now.
Yeah, never.
It's true.
Well, what plans you got?
My plans at the moment are very fluid. I'll have a scotch.
Yes, I suppose you must be a bit short just at the moment, eh?
Not exactly flush.
Well, I won't be a moment, Fletch.
Here, you seem to know a lot of people on this train.
So?
Not planning to knock it off, are you?
Not till we've drunk all the beer.
Mr. Tanner.
What?
Listen,
Why aren't you watching that bag?
The bag. That's just it. Look, Mr. Tanner, I've just met someone.
Someone?
Yeah, someone who could maybe take the bag off for us.
Who?
Mate of mine. Just come out of Slade Prison. Needs a penny or two. Now look, if Lily Law's rumbled us, they'll be waiting, right? So, my mate, he could take it off for us, eh? He's very reliable. I mean, you know, he's solid.
How solid?
Well, I mean, he's one of us. Always has been. Look, he's in the buffet on his own. You can judge for yourself. Come on, I'll introduce you.
No. You get back. Keep your eye on that bag.
Feel better for that, do you?
Shouldn't we have got another couple in?
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah. While you're doing that, I'm going to let a couple out.
Beg your pardon?
I'm going to have my first civilian slash. Sorry.
Morning.
you...
Someone just mentioned to me that you were on your way from Slade Prison.
Oh? Who might that be?
A friend of mine.
Well, the chances are, if you recognize me, he's no friend of mine.
Oh, on the contrary, he spoke very highly of you.
Did he?
Said you were a man of integrity, a man one could trust.
Well, like to think so.
London?
Yes.
And then what?
Well, it depends how I get fixed up.
Oh, looking for a job? Right?
Position.
Oh, perhaps I could help you there.
Well, I hardly...
May I?
Please do.
Thank you.
I mean, would I have the qualifications?
Oh, trust, integrity.
Absolutely.
138.
Oh, no, allow me.
No.
No.
Well...
Thank you, sir. Keep change. Argyle.
What?
Your tie. Argyle and Sutherland Highlanders, isn't it?
Oh, you recognize it, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. 16 years, man and boy. One officer, class 2.
Would have guessed it, Sergeant Major.
You a military man yourself?
Oh, Green Howard's, Major.
Sir.
Oh, long time ago.
Oh, nevertheless, we know, sir. Comrades in arms, that sort of thing. It's no... You see, sir, it's no coincidence that this country has gone to the dogs since the abolition of national service. Bonghurst.
Look, get straight to the point. I need to leave this train at Watford, but it's very important I have something delivered in London. A bag. Now, if you could do that for me, I would be very grateful. There would, of course, be suitable recompense.
Say nothing.
It needs to go this address.
You leave it to me, sir. This your head office? Ed's Paint and Body Shop, Mile End Road.
Do this right, and we might see later about something more permanent.
Oh, well, sir. There we are.
I will get the bag too, by and by.
There you go. There we are. Cheers.
Watford Junction. Train now arriving at platform 8, 3:31.
Hey, Fletch. Right, say no more. Hey.
Here.
Train now standing at platform 8. It's the 3:31 for London Euston only.
Hannah.
The train approaching platform 5 is the 3:33 for London Euston.
Hey, what's all this? Here, I'm clean. You're clean. Hey, what for? You can't do this. It's not right. I'll be here.
Bleeding hell's the crown jewels. Good.
Fletcher?
What?
Norman Stanley Fletcher.
So?
Don't be coy, Fletch. I collared you once.
Oh, you're Scotcher, innit?
Yes, sir. What's in the bag?
What bag?
That bag.
This bag?
Yeah, what's in it?
Why?
I've got a right to know.
No, you haven't. You've got no right to come on this train and harass me.
Come on, Fletch. A job has been done. The perpetrators are on this train, and I meet you. Now, you don't have to be Columba to put two and two together.
Now, come on, Mr. Scotcher, give us a break, will you? Look, I hate to mess up your hypothesis, but I've just come out from Slade Prison today. This is my first bleeding day of freedom, this is.
First day, huh?
Yes. It's easily provable, isn't it? He'll prove it for you.
Who's he?
This is Senior Prison Officer Mackay, this is.
Right. What's going on? What's going on here?
Excuse me. Scotcher, flying squad. Is this man known to you?
You've been at it already, Fletcher.
Oh, come on, Mr. Mackay. Just alibi me out of this lot, will you?
Are you who he says you were, sir?
Well, I don't know who he said I was, but I am Senior Prison Officer Mackay.
And this man left Slade Prison today?
Yes, he did. What's all this about?
Well, there was a jeweller's done at Stafford. getaway driver lost his nerve and the others whipped into the station.
Well, you got the wrong man here. He got on the train with me at Carlisle, so did I.
Yes, we got a couple of them, but they didn't have the gear on them. That's why I'm assuming it's still on the train.
Well, you better go and look for it, ain't you? Go on your way then.
Right. I'll just have a look in this bag first.
Oh,
Fletcher.
hold on.
Bag, wait a minute. That's my bag.
Hey?
Yours? Certainly.
What was Fletcher holding it for then?
I was minding it, see, because he was asleep and there's a lot of criminals use this line.
Seeing you, Fletch.
No, you won't. I'm going straight.
Heard that one before, haven't we?
Yes, a marked man, Fletcher.
Listen, why'd you say it was your bag?
Simple, because I knew it wasn't yours.
Too right, it wasn't mine. Someone came and dumped it here.
Just exactly as I meant. It must be mine. Fellow came along, left a bag, didn't want to wake me.
What do you mean it must be yours?
A little commission that came my way while you were having a Jimmy Riddle. A military acquaintance of mine asked me to deliver this bag from in London, and then we are going to discuss something a bit more permanent.
Would you, Adam and Eve, eh?
What is so amusing?
Oh, dear. If you was caught delivering that bag, Mr. Mackay, you would be discussing something very permanent with a judge.
I don't follow you.
Listen, Mr. Mackay, you and I are old adversaries, aren't we, eh? And believe me, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to drop you right in the class. But I can't. You see, it's day one of a new leaf. Besides, you done me a great favour. Did you know that, even if you didn't know it?
Fletcher, would you try and make some sense?
Have a shufty in the bag.
Betray a confidence? Never.
I think you should.
Good God.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to hand us over to the authorities.
Now,
Where
just
is
sit
that
and think
police?
of it. Sit and think
No,
of it.
no,
Now,
wait a minute.
just
I'm
listen,
thinking about
if
nothing.
you go and get the law, you'll finish up in court. You will have to admit to being conned into being their bagman, won't you, eh? Proper Narnia you're going to look then, aren't you, eh? Especially you looking for a job and all. What's the security corps going to say to that, the interview, eh?
Well, what do you suggest, Fletcher?
It's not our bag, is it? Get your coat. Let's leave it for the cleaners to find. I mean, he's gone, look, he's shut his puppy up, isn't he? Eh? Let's just mosey off to our individual compartments, right?
Fletcher, I think that's an excellent idea.
Listen. Let that be a lesson to you. Remember, the straight and narrow is not as easy as what you think.
Fletcher?
Oh, ta-da. Shocking waste, don't it?
Price and done me time. I'm going straight, I am along the straight and narrow, and I don't mean straight back to I'm going straight, I'm straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done the time. I'm going straight, I am along the straight and narrow, and I don't mean straight back to crime.
Alright. Oh dear. This place hasn't even had a coat of paint since I was here last, you know that? Oppressive, isn't it? Makes you feel guilty before you walk in, doesn't it? Liable to admit to all sorts of crimes you never even committed, you know what I mean? Same old magazines I see. The British Felon. The Safe Crackers Weekly. Just a joke. Well, you got to, ain't you? Eh? Ain't you? Oh, all right. Someone else in there, is there? Yeah. And you two before me. Still, I'm used to biding my time. So are you, ain't you? Eh? Ironic, though, isn't it, really? I mean, the first thing they tell you when you come out on parole, they say, keep away from bad company. And they stick me out here for an hour with a couple of villains like you. I mean, it's the one place you're guaranteed bad company, isn't it, eh?
What makes you think we're bad company?
Well, come off it, mate. I mean, you're in here for a start, ain't you, eh? Besides which, I know the criminal mentality. Certain signs. I mean, you're a couple of hard lads, ain't you, eh? Taciturn, know what I mean? GBH. Assault with a deadly weapon's written all over you, isn't it?
We're here to give a quote on the decorating.
Well, assault with a deadly distemper brush then.
Mr. Fletcher?
Yeah?
I won't keep you a minute. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
Mrs. Chapman, Mrs. Shirley Chapman.
How do you do? Suppose you want this, will you? My dog licence.
Your parole licence.
Well, same difference, isn't it? You got us on a leash, ain't you?
There are certain conditions of parole you're expected to comply with. If you don't like it, you can go back in and finish your porridge.
No. I'll go along with whatever you say.
In your case, it's not too difficult. You report weekly to me, you stay out of the company you previously mixed with, and as soon as possible, you start the gainful employment which you guaranteed as part of your application for parole.
Oh, yeah, the job. Now, there might be a bit of a problem now.
Problem?
Yeah, well, you see, Isabel, my old lady, she fixed me up with that job, you see.
The cardboard box factory.
That's right, on the North Circular, yeah. Well, she was very friendly with this owner, you see, Jessup, Reg Jessup, you see, and he was the man who offered me the gainful employment, like.
Yes, I know. I have his letter on the file.
Yeah, well, since then, you see, in the intervening time since that letter, the friendship between him and my missus has sort of, well, it's blossomed, you know.
Blossomed?
Yeah. Or to put it another way, they now live together.
Live together?
Yeah, together, yes, both at once, you know what I mean? Cohabit, I think, is the phrase, isn't it? And there's no way that I'm going to work for a man called Reg, who is shacked up with my old lady.
But this is terrible. I had to submit your home circumstances report to endorse your application for parole.
Yeah?
In which I stated that those home circumstances were stable.
Oh, yes, they are stable, but the horse is bolted. Or in this case, the old mare. Mind you, give Isabel credit where credit is due. She didn't let on and mess up my parole, did she?
But the two most important factors in obtaining parole are A, marriage, and B, employment.
Yeah.
Here you are out, and I find you have neither.
Yeah, well, yeah, put it like that, I suppose that is true, yeah.
Well, this puts me in a most embarrassing position.
Doesn't do me a lot of good either, does it? I mean, it's a lot worse for me, ain't it, girl, eh? My life's in ruins all round me, ain't it?
You don't seem particularly devastated. And I suppose you knew well in advance.
Me? No, bombshell. It'll take me a long time to get over it, if I ever do. What I really need is a sort of period of readjustment, I think, by the sea or something like that, you know.
Mr. Fletcher, we have a practical problem here. Your wife supported your home and family while you were in prison.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, she had a good job, yeah.
As, manageress of a dry cleaners, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah, we were never short coat hangers. Mind you, that was before him, rollicking Reg Jessup, the cardboard.
Then I imagine that since him, your wife's salary will not be coming into the house.
No, it won't, no. She don't work anymore now. She lives in the lap of luxury up near Chingford.
But you still have a family to support and the mortgage payments to make?
Oh, yeah, well, you see, my two daughters, Ingrid and Marion, they're working, so it's all right.
Oh, you're quite content, are you, to be supported by the female members of your family?
Well, the trouble is, my son Raymond, he's still at school, you see, but it is his last term, so he'll be able to chip in with the rest of them.
I've had a thought.
Oh, yeah?
Is this too outrageous?
What? Go on.
You work. You assume some of the responsibilities that others in your family are borne all the years you were inside.
I intend to work, but I'm just not going to work for my wife's cardboard lover.
Fletcher, I don't want to give you a hard time. My job is to help you. Why do you think I'm here? For the money?
Well, Must earn a decent screwler, don't you?
Oh, not when you have a husband and 2 kids to support.
Oh, I see, He sits at home, does he? Oh, yeah. He's quite happy to live off a woman, is he?
He sits at home because he can't find a job.
Well, can't you find him one?
Oh, not in his field.
Oh, not in his field. Oh, you didn't tell me that, did you? He's a farmer.
He is an aerospace engineer. Perhaps that tells you how tough it is out there.
Fat chance I've got of ever getting off the ground in.
Oh, we'll get you something, and you will take what you can get.
All right. I'll check in next week, see if you found anything, all right?
Unless I get in touch with you before then.
Well, that's no mad rush.
Meanwhile, sign on. How are you fixed for cash?
Well, I did have all the money that I'd saved up when I was inside, but I blew that as soon as I got off the train.
In a betting shop or a pub?
Neither, as a matter of fact. I got 2 bars of fruit and nut out of a slot machine.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, John.
What sort of day have you had?
Any tea in the pot?
No, but you can put the kettle on.
No, I don't, man.
What sort of day have you had then?
What time do we eat round here?
Well, I'm going out and Raymond's eating. But you can always pop down the new takeaway kebab house and get you something.
Oh, God. Have the Arabs taken over Muswell Hill as well? What happened to all those nice English traditional Chinese takeaways we used to have? I thought we'd all have a nice meal in together, you know, all the family, like...
Well, we've all made plans, Dave. So what sort of day have you had?
Oh, not bad. I popped into the White Hart for a swift half. Then I had a pint and a pie in the Anchor. Signed on, of course, at the Labour. And then I popped in the Magpie for a swift half. And then I went down to the Old Ship for a swift half, en route to the Rainbow Club.
Well, why did you go down the Rainbow?
It's all that walking about made me thirsty.
Dad, you're not supposed to mix with bad company.
I didn't, I sat on my own.
Well, down there, you'd see all your old crowd.
There's no old crowd left down there now. They're all inside.
Did you see your probation officer?
Yeah, right little tartar she is.
Yeah, I thought when I met her, when she was compiling her report on your domestic situation.
Yeah.
She's no fool, I thought. I don't suppose she was taken in for 1 minute by your broken-hearted act. How can I do a job of work with my life shattered?
My life is shattered. I told her, bombshell it was.
Oh, leave it out, Dad. You knew the situation months back.
Yeah, but it's only just beginning to hit me now. Coming home here to an empty house without her. No tea in the pot. No dinner in the oven.
Ready to play?
Oh, bleeding play school now.
That's all Mum was to you, housekeeper.
I don't know how she could abandon you kids, I really don't.
Abandon?
Well, scarp her off with that other bloke then.
Look, Dad, I'm 26. It's been 2 years since Marion's lived in this house on a regular basis.
What about Raymond? He's only a schoolboy, isn't he?
Oh, he just. And let me tell you, Mum did not scarp her until after Raymond had sat his last A-level.
See my Led Zeppelin tape?
Oh, don't ask me, Raymond. You leave things all over the place.
What time is it?
10:02.
See my bicycle pump?
It's in the lab, though God knows why.
How are you, son? How's it going, all right?
I can't shake off this guitar. Ingrid, you see my extendable steel tape measure?
Oh, do you really need it this moment, Raymond?
No. What time is it?
10:02.
I'm late then.
Where did he get his A-level in, lethargy?
He's quite bright academically.
Oh, yeah. He seems to lack something. Charm, I think it is.
Yeah, that's what his school report said. Bright but surly.
Bright. Needs a new battery, if you ask me. You know, since I've come out, he's hardly exchanged 2 words with me.
Well, being the youngest, Dad, he's seen the least of you over the years.
So?
Well, maybe he's not quite sure who you are and he's afraid to ask.
Listen, he has withdrawn into his shell because his mum's left him, that's why.
Dad, Mum owes this family nothing. The reason this family's intact, the reason we've got what we have is all down to Mum. We're all grown up now, and she's got a chance to snatch a few years' comfort and luxury.
Oh, I see. Comfort and luxury, that's what she wants, is it?
Don't we all?
Well, I am here to provide that.
Good. Well, you can start with the garden.
Huh?
No one's touched it for years. It's like the Mato Grosso out there.
The Mato what?
The Mato Grosso. It's a deep, impenetrable jungle. The world about us, BBC Two.
Listen, I am not here to cultivate and carve my way through the bleeding jungle, am I? I'm here to provide the luxuries that this family has not got.
And what you draw from the Labour?
Now, listen to me, nifty knickers. Just sit down there and listen to me, will ya? Now, look, my motto has always been, it pays to plan ahead, to put something aside for a rainy day, right?
Oh, blast, I've broken nail.
Listen to me, will ya?
Sorry, Dad.
Now, look, I'm trying to tell you that, unbeknownst to you, a long time ago, I put aside a little nest egg against the future, which is now the present.
Did ya?
Yes, I did, so we're all going to be all right, see? Forget it.
Wait, you mean like post office savings, a building society, something like that?
No, not exactly like that, no. My particular nest egg is, well, it's buried in a turnip field in Essex.
Well, wouldn't it have been safer in a bank?
No, it was a bank it come out of.
Bank? Stolen
Keep
money?
your voice down, will ya, Raymond?
So that's why you've had no anxieties about getting a job. So this is the going straight we keep hearing about.
I am going to go straight. Huh. Listen, that money is a legacy. That is just a few thousand quid as a cushion against the harsh realities of life, which I don't intend to foist upon this family.
This family don't need it, Dad. This family have got by without it.
Listen, I want to buy you things, don't I? Your mum might come back if she thought I got more than promises to offer her.
No, she won't. All Mum ever wanted, all any of us ever wanted, was an honest wage in this house, not a dishonest cushion.
Look, I intend to earn an honest wage, don't I? But it's not bleeding easy when you've got a record.
No, it's not easy. But I know someone who done it.
Who?
Leonard.
Leonard?
Lenny, then.
Young Gopper? You seeing him, are you?
We keep in touch.
Oh, yeah.
And he's doing all right. Even though he's got a job he don't like much, he's prepared to take the rough with the smooth.
What is he, a French polisher?
No, Dad, he's got a driving job. Heavy goods.
You can do better than him, you know.
I'm the judge of that.
All right, then. When do you see him?
When I can.
Oh, yeah. Well, who are you titivating yourself up tonight for, then, eh? Doing your nails and doing your hair and ironing your dress, eh?
Leonard.
Oh, he's in London, is he?
Yeah. He's upstairs having a shave.
He's what?
You all, Fletch? Good to see you. Welcome home. Took me a while finding you.
I told Ingrid I was going down a local.
Yeah, you've got 20 locals. Cheers.
Had a shave, have you?
Yeah.
Used one of my blades, did you?
Oh, come on, Fletch. We're not inside now. Nothing else.
You obviously didn't.
As a matter of fact, I used one of Raymond's.
Oh, he shaves, does he?
Only just.
Well, of course, you would know, being a resident in my house.
Only twice a week. I still live in Brum.
Oh, yeah. Twice a week. I'll bet you pocket a bed and board, don't you?
I need every penny I can get.
Yeah.
Ingrid's upset.
Why?
You know.
Do I?
Yeah.
Why?
You know.
Look, you keep saying she's upset. I'm asking you why.
Because of your nest egg.
She told you?
Yeah, well, I knew anyway.
The hell?
Well, you told me once inside.
I never talk about that.
I think you'd had one too many.
One too many what?
Prune vodkas.
Oh, I don't remember.
A few people do after your prune vodkas. I thought you were going straight.
I am. Straight to that turnip field in Essex.
Oh, come on, Fletch.
Listen, that nest egg is a legacy, that's all. It is to enable me to get on the right financial footing to start with. I've paid my dues.
Not for this job, you ain't.
Academic.
All right, so you go and dig it up. Then you come down here, it's doubles in the bar, it's new washing machine, down payment on a new
Look,
course.
don't be daft. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not going to sling it around like Jack the Lad, am I?
Well, it's not much use to you then, is it?
Look, shove off you, will you?
I'm in no hurry.
You will be if I kick you through that door.
Man who strikes first blow admits his arguments have run out. Chinese proverb.
Man with fist in mouth cannot no longer give lip. Muswell ill follow.
Look, how can you say you're going straight and then start life on the proceeds of illicit gain? I mean, forget about the money, Fletch. Your family don't want that.
My family don't want me at all, it would appear. My son Raymond ignores me. All he's interested in is his extendable tape measure and his bicycle pump. My daughter Marion, she hasn't been to see me yet. She phones me up to say hello and reverse the charges. And as for my daughter Ingrid, she has taken up with some poncy long-distance lorry driver named Leonard.
They still love you, Fletch.
Yeah. Like my old lady loves me. Heard it's living up in the lap of luxury with old Jessup the boxmaker. She knows which side her cardboard's buttered.
Well, they still care, Fletch. I mean, I know, because, well, I know them better than what you do now.
Oh, you reckon, do you?
Yeah, well, I know they love you.
It's their respect I'd like, then. Know what I mean? Their respect. Funny thing, I had respect in the Nick. I always knew where I stood, and all the people around me. Precious little respect out here, though. Standing in the dole queues or trying to work the Paddington parcels. It's money. Money is independence. Money is respect, you know that? You can look the world in the face and say, I up my income, now up yours.
Well, I thought you had more bottle than that.
More bottle than what?
More bottle than what you've apparently got. Look, I'm beholden to you, Fletcher. I owe you a lot for what you did for me when I was inside and the encouragement Ingrid's given me since I come out. And I'm not going to stand by and see you ruin their lives and yours. Forget about the money, Fletch. It's not worth it.
You what?
Look, just try it, will you? Try it.
All right. All right.
Promise?
Look, I've said all right. If I say I'll try, I will try.
Hello, Dad.
What?
What are you doing with that spade?
Spade? What spade?
The one in your hand.
Oh. Oh, that spade. Yeah.
Yeah, that gleaming new spade, what matches the gleam in your eye?
Well, I just bought it. What's wrong with that?
Spades dig things up.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start work on the garden, ain't I?
Oh, good.
Look, what is this? Flaming surveillance?
Yeah, love.
Hey, he's done a heck of a good job on this garden.
Yeah, he never stopped.
Where is he now?
He's gone down the chemist to get something for his blisters.
Hey, you don't think he
No,
might...
no, it's all right. Raymond's tailing him.
Yeah, how long can we keep this up? You know, just keeping an eye on him all the time, following him about.
Well, it's all we can do. We got to save him from himself.
Yeah.
Here, do you have to go back tonight?
Well, I should really.
Oh.
Unless I go back first thing.
I think you should, don't you? Here. You don't really think he bought that spade to dig the garden, do you?
No.
Wait, never mind all that.
Hello, Fletch.
Unhand him, will you?
Do you want a cup of tea, Dad?
Oh, yeah, time.
I'll get you another.
Is that your lorry outside?
Yeah.
You better get cracking on it then. It's got 12 punctures.
I don't have to be back at work till 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Meaning?
He's staying the night.
Oh, yeah. On that you are, then.
Where else?
See my earphones?
No, sorry, Raymond, I haven't.
What time is it?
10-2.
I missed it then.
Then you shouldn't have accompanied me to the shop, should you?
Did you notice?
Did I notice?
I thought I took advantage in a natural cover.
What, standing behind them lampposts? Your ears stuck out either side. I know what you're all doing. It's pathetic.
Not up to nothing, Dad.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, what have you done with your day then, Fletch?
Me? Oh, I've had a lovely day, I have. I've been digging the garden all the morning, then I got a fish cake for me dinner, then I went down the shoe repairers. It's all in his report there, the bionic man.
Well, what did you go down the shoe shop for then, Dad? Your shoes is all right.
Well, when I come out of Nick, you see, among my personal possessions was this little shoe repairer's ticket, you see. It said brown brogue, sold and healed.
Well, that was known 4 years ago. Did you think they'd still be there?
Well, you know, there was no harm, was there? I was passing.
What did they say?
Said they'd be ready Thursday.
Took my lorry.
Well, what am I going to do, Lenny?
What are you going to do? What am I going to do? I've got to be back in Brum by 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, you shouldn't have left that jacket down there with those keys in it.
Oh, I knew it'd be my fault.
Tell you what, ring the police and report your lorry stolen, and the chances are they'll apprehend him before he gets to Essex.
That's a lot of use for a bloke who's on parole, isn't it?
What time is it?
5 o'clock. Go to bed.
What's going on?
It's your dad. He's giving us the slip.
Yeah, took my lorry.
Gone to dig it up then, is he?
It's exactly what we didn't want to happen. It's criminal. It's immoral. I never want to speak to him again. I want nothing more to do with him.
Still, might get away with it.
Even if he does.
No, but if he does...
What?
I want a motorbike.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 45, 46, 47, 48. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
What do you want?
What?
I said, what do you want? Who are you?
Any gardening required? Want your grass cut or anything? Or crazy paving straightened up? I do all that, you know.
You can make a start digging the hole for my lily pond if you like.
Oh, nice. Lily pond, is it? Yeah?
Yeah. Like to follow me? I'll show you where I want to put it.
Wouldn't rather have it just here, would you?
Well, all I can say is thank heavens we wasn't going to speak to you again. You got Lenny into trouble.
I didn't know I was going to be so long, did I? You won't get the sack wheeler then?
No, I rang up and said I'd broken down. They said get it fixed and bring a load up tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it was right there beneath me. Could only been a few feet under. God. Here, I know. We could sell this house and buy theirs, couldn't we?
And have you digging up the floors of each room one by one?
Well, save hoovering, wouldn't it?
Hey, you could have a lawn instead of a carpet, then you wouldn't hoover it, you'd mow it.
All right.
Probably been found by now anyway.
How?
Well, when they built the estate. There's probably a couple of Irish drain layers living in the lap of luxury in Palmer by now.
Well, if they have, it's probably ruined their lives. Too much, too soon. Anyway, Dad, one bit of good news today.
Oh, yeah.
Your probation officer rang.
Yeah?
And she's got you a job. Already. Oh, fancy that.
What sort of job?
It's with the council, you know, local government.
What sort of job?
Down Wilmslow Road.
What the council doing down Wilmslow Road?
Digging it up.
Straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done my time. I'm going straight, I am. Well, I'm just straight and narrow, and I don't think straight back to crime. I'm going straight, I'm straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done my time. I'm going straight, I am, along the straight and narrow, and I don't mean straight back to crime.
La da 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 da.
Dad?
What?
What's all this bang, bang, bang first thing in the morning? It's only 7 o'clock.
Just make myself useful, that's all.
Why'd you have to start so early?
Well, because I wake up early. When you've been 3 years in the nick, you get used to waking up early. On top of which, I don't sleep anyhow.
Well, Lenny does, and you're going to wake him up with all that racket.
Oh, he's here again, is he? Listen, he's supposed to be on the sofa. Where's he sleeping then?
In Raymond's room.
Oh, where's Raymond then?
He's in my room.
Well, where are you then?
Well, I was down here and then I went back up.
Where to?
Raymond's room.
You've lost me, I tell you. Oh, God, would you mind asking him not to park his articulated lorry outside this window? We get precious little sun in here as it is.
Well, he only got in at 2 o'clock on his way back from Dover.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's better he stops here than in some doss house on the North Cirque. And he gives me what they give him for bed and board.
I know what he gives you.
Don't be crude, Dad.
That's why I can't get to sleep one night.
Well, nor can we with your bang, bang, bang first thing in the morning.
Makes up for your bang, bang, bang last thing at night, doesn't it?
Don't be crude, Dad.
Listen, I haven't got a job, so I'm channeling all my energies into fixing this house up proper, ain't I? Have you noticed the new pelmet at the top of the stairs?
It's at the bottom of the stairs now, Dad.
What?
It fell down.
Oh, dear. That's only because it backs onto your bedroom wall. Have you noticed the sink? The sink don't clog up no more. And Raymond's door that used to stick because of the damp weather last winter, that don't stick now. No, because I took it off. I shaved the bottom of it and I rehung it.
Is the paper come?
You're not listening to a word I'm saying, are you?
Don't know why we need bookshelves in this house. No one reads here.
I intend to. I've got naff all else to do, ain't I?
Do you want some toast?
Yeah, wouldn't mind, yes. Maybe a boiled egg.
No, we only got 2 eggs and I'm saving them for Lenny. You can have toast and Marmite.
Blimey, even in the nick I got a boiled egg of a morning. Well, can't you make do with one?
Well, 1 egg's no good. You don't know you've had it.
Oh, well, if I won't know I've had it, I won't have it then. Then I shall know I haven't had it, shan't I? Let him have it, then he'll definitely know he's had it. Twice, at least this morning. Bang, bang.
Morning, Raymond.
What?
My head hurts.
Why?
Bedroom door fell on it.
How's the rest of you then?
What time is it?
1:15. Sleep well?
Is the paper come?
No, not yet. What are you going to do today then?
Ingrid, you see my bicycle pump?
Keep your voice down, Lenny's trying to sleep.
Going cycling, are you? That's nice. Going out in the country, eh? Whereabouts are you going, son?
I had some pliers here yesterday.
You know, have you noticed there's a sort of lack of conversational rapport in this house? Have you noticed that? I say one thing, you say another. I ask a question and nobody answers. Have you noticed that? Are either of you aware of that?
Brown bread or white?
You see what I mean? You see, she just proved it, ain't she, son, eh?
Why are you making bookshelves? No one reads in this house.
Look, I asked a simple question, brown or white?
Just a minute. I'm on the brink of a discovery here. That's the first straight question my son Raymond has asked me since I come out the nick, when he said, "Who are you?"
I'll give you brown. Lenny don't like brown.
What was that question again, son?
No, they don't look too secure to me.
And that's not a question, that's a statement. See, you've forgotten now. It's all gone, isn't it? Listen, they are perfectly secure. Take my word for it. That's because I studied carpentry in the nick, didn't I? See what I mean? They're all right.
Well, I don't think they go in this room.
Well, they will do when they're personalised. All you need is a bit of bric-a-brac or a family photograph, look. That's all you need, look, see? Just a little ornament like that. That's all. Now, perhaps a bowl of fat. Get out of it. Go on.
Didn't do nothing.
Yes, you did. You weakened it. Go on. Get off, you long drink of water. Go on upstairs. Don't mutter, don't mutter. Bound to weaken things if you go round banging things, ain't you? You shouldn't go round banging things. And that goes for you too, Gobber.
Dad, if you've got a moment.
If I got a moment.
We'll just nip down to Cochrane's, you know, get a few things in.
Oh, that'll add a bit of excitement to my day, won't it? Nipping down to Cochrane's, that asthmatic old twit. What is this?
It's tea bags, golden shred, Brussels sprouts, mandarin oranges, half dozen eggs, scouring. Oh, and I forgot.
Brian Flakes, who's that?
No, they're Bran Flakes.
Oh, I don't like Bran Flakes.
Ah, but they got a special offer on this month. Genuine folk art watering can kits.
Oh, right. I'll eat them instead then. Oh, that'll give me something to do this afternoon, won't it? I can come home and erect a watering can kit.
Don't forget you've got to go and see your probation officer today, ain't you?
Tomorrow.
Dad.
What?
Dad. I know it's hard. I know what you've been going through, but you knew it weren't going to be easy. Now, you mustn't let things get on top of you.
I
you
know.
never have.
I know. I didn't think it was going to be as hard as this, that's all. I want to make myself useful, you know, I have a job. But with my record...
No,
well,
that's not true. There's over 1 million unemployed in this country. There's boys what left Raymond School 2 years ago who don't know nothing else but a dole queue.
Yeah, but it's this attitude of cynicism and mistrust I keep coming up against, which in turn makes me more cynical, and that's something I've always resisted. You know that very well, don't you? I mean, I went into the post office the other day just to get a postal order for me pools. They got a Fulton biro there chained to the wall. I mean, still didn't write, but it was chained to the wall.
These days, Dad, it's the mood of the country. You've got to get used to it. It's been like that for a while. Of course, we did have a brief respite for the Jubilee celebrations, but that's behind us now.
Yeah, well, it's getting me down, that's all I can say, girl.
How's your sex drive, Dad?
What sort of a question is that for a daughter to ask her father?
Well, a perfectly healthy one. I don't think things like that should be swept under the carpet no more.
Well, what's my sex drive got to do with anything?
Well, it could have a great deal, because I think your lack of it is symptomatic of your general malaise. I mean, you was always a man with a man's appetite.
Yeah, that reminds me. What happened to that boiled egg?
Dad, you know what I mean. Here you are, with Mum gone, out of prison, and you ain't so much as looked at a woman.
You don't think I'll bring a woman into this house, do you, Ingrid? I've got some sort of decorum and decency, you know. I would not embarrass the other members of this household by consorting in this very house with a woman of the opposite sex.
I don't see why you shouldn't. All the rest of us do.
Not Raymond, surely. I mean, he hasn't got the energy, has he? Or a charm.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Girls like Raymond.
What do they like about him? His national health acne.
You could take it from me, but he's got no problems in that direction. It's you what I'm worried about. You see, I think you're going through your midlife crisis. Like what this article in Cosmopolitan said last week. The male menopause, cause and effect.
Now, listen, Ingrid, we will have none of that sort of talk in this house, please. You shock me at times, you do. You really do.
I'm not being rude, Dad. That's medical.
Well, medical things are rude, aren't they?
You're so set in your way.
Yes, I am. And I will not have any of this permissive, liberated talk in this house. I'll tell you what my midlife crisis is, shall I? Shall I spell it out for you? I am a 45-year-old ex-lag with no money, no prospects, and as of now, no wife. Now, for the sake of my family, I'm trying to go straight, which means at my age, with my qualifications, my future holds about as much excitement as a wet Sunday afternoon in Merthyr Tydfil. Why Merthyr Tydfil? I'll tell you why, because they've got more pubs there than anywhere else in Britain, and they're all shut Sunday. What?
You take this.
No, I've got the money for the groceries already.
No, that's just for you to have something in your pocket, you know.
Ingrid, I will not take a handout from my family, thank you very much.
Well, you always took it from Mum. I've got plenty of tips, you see. That's one of the perks of being a manicurist. Well, that and free nail varnish.
Well, bring me a bottle of that, then. I'm sorry, Ingrid, I'm not being ungracious. I just haven't come down to that yet. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll put it underneath our Jubilee tea caddy, just in case you change your mind.
All right, suit yourself.
Dad?
Yeah?
You've been doing some of your own improvements to this kitchen door?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I fitted draft excluders.
Yeah, I thought you'd done something. It's freezing in here.
Fletcher! Come sta? Va bene?
Hello, Danny. Never mind all the Italian bonhomie. Let's have a cup of tea and a Kit Kat, shall we?
Si.
Morning, Buzz.
8, 10, shut up, I'm counting. 12.
Finish your milk round early, ain't you? Been giving the horse Benzodrine again, have you?
No, I ain't had horse since before you went in.
Ain't you? Must be a bit of a job pulling that cart round on your dog.
Don't be daft, Bob, it's all electric now.
Oh, an all-electric horse. What will they think of next?
1 cup of tea.
Hey, 1 cup of tea. He used to talk broad cockney at school, you know he did.
Help yourself to sugar.
I will. Oh, blimey, not you as well. Look at this. Afraid someone's going to steal your British Railways teaspoon, are you?
What's wrong with you? You got out of bed the wrong end, eh?
No, I wish I hadn't got out of bed at all sometimes. I really do. Here.
What?
You're my age, ain't you? Thereabouts.
I'm a 39.
You lying git. You got a son at 26.
In Sicily, we come to manhood early.
Oh, yes, agreed. But you come from Stoke Newington, don't you?
Listen, I'm a busy man.
Oh, really? What are you doing? Taking in washing? What?
What do you want to ask me?
I want to show you something. Ready? Are you ready?
Si.
Ready? Here we go. Go.
Santa Madre, che paia di tette, Dio mi perdona.
Yes. Well, I don't understand the language, but I certainly get the gist of it, yes. Now, I used to be exactly like that, right? Especially when I was in the nick. Now, this very morning, I went straight past her and right onto the sporting section. Yeah, I was much more interested in Orient's crippling injury list.
What do you say me? I don't get it.
No, I don't get it either. No, precisely. But my point is, I'm not sure I still want it. You see, now that is very worrying for a man of my age, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I think it's the stuff they used to put in the prison tea, you know. I think it's just beginning to work. Mind if I sit here, love? Top. Purse. Do me a favour, would you? Don't tempt me. There's a lad.
Come on, Fletcher, I've got to do that column all over again now.
Gratitude for you. Like a bit of Kit Kat.
You sod.
Pardon?
You heard.
I was hoping I heard wrong.
Well, you didn't.
Oh, well, on tallies, that's me finished.
Off home then, Perth, to the wife, eh? Or are you going round to that little number in Sycamore Crescent?
What little number?
You know who I'm talking about. The one whose husband's on the oil rig.
Listen, I'm not your common old garden randy milkman, thank you.
I'm not talking about in the garden, am I? Or on the common, for that matter. I'm talking about round Sycamore Crescent.
Yeah, well, I ain't that sort neither.
Ain't you?
No, I ain't.
Oh, dear. Must have got what I got.
I'm going round the betting shop. Do you want one on?
Ah, see.
Here, do you want a bet on, Fletch? Tell you what, I'll do Arctic Lady, 4 o'clock, Kempton.
No. Gambling is the child of avarice and the father of sin. George Washington said that, you know. Or was it Eric Catchpole?
Who's Eric Catchpole?
Philosopher and wit. Used to play left half for Brentford. He was the man who said, show me a milkman in high heels and I will show you a Dairy Queen. Mind how you go, Bert. Don't take any wooden yoghurts. Good, that, eh? Dairy Queen, milkman high heels, not him. Oh, never mind.
You're laughing so apart, ain't you?
No, I'm nobody.
Like to rabbit, though, don't you?
How old are you to talk to me like that?
How old do I have to be to talk to you like that? I didn't ask you to sit here.
I sat here to save you from yourself.
I can look after myself, thanks very much.
Here.
What?
Get some of that inside you. Reckon you need it.
No, I don't.
Why do you come here then? For his Italian cuisine or what?
I just come here, don't I?
Listen, if you're desperate enough to put your hand into Percy's purse in broad daylight, then you are in dire need of a cup of tea, so get it down you. Got a cup of tea, Dandy?
Ecco, the last of the biggest spender.
I can't pay for this tea.
Didn't think you could. Sleeping rough, are you?
What if I am?
Run away, are you?
What if I am?
Not from round here.
What if I'm not?
Oh, God, come on. Look, I'm not the law, I'm not the welfare, I ain't the vicar either.
So?
So just relax, girl, that's all I'm saying, relax. Look at you, taut as a fiddlestring, ain't you? On drugs, are you? Uppers, is it?
Bleeding wish I was.
Well, that's the point of contact, anyway.
Why? You got some?
No.
Well, what's your game then? You come over here, you sit down, I didn't ask. Why, you dirty old man? Want to buy me a bar of chocolate and get a quick touch-up?
You're a dirty little girl in more ways than one, you know.
You don't know me.
I know you need a bath.
It's sugar.
Oh, thank you. Just sugar, I hope. I wouldn't put it past that probation officer to come round here and keep up the treatment, you know what I mean? What's your name, then?
Margaret Thatcher.
Oh. Nice to meet you, Margaret. My name is Norman Stanley Fletcher, commonly known as Fletch.
I was joking.
Was you?
Don't you know who Margaret Thatcher is? You thick or something?
Who is she, then?
Well, she's in the government, isn't she? One of that lot. Ain't you seen her on the telly with her hairdos?
No, she is not one of the government, as a matter of fact. She is, in fact, the leader of Her Majesty's opposition, if you want to know.
Oh, same thing, innit, MPs? Here, thought you said you didn't know her.
That was to stimulate political argument.
Blimey. You don't half talk funny.
How old are you?
36.
You look older.
Hey, good morning, Sarge. Hey, sit down. I bring you the best cup of tea you ever tasted in your whole life.
Black coffee, please.
You are on the run, aren't you, eh? Don't worry, I'm not going to give you in, am I? It's just that I only live round the corner. Now, I've got 2 daughters who've got a wardrobe which is permanently obsolescent. In my opinion, you could do with a fresh change of clothing. And certainly a bath. I think that is an offer you're in no state to refuse, don't you?
OK, then. Well, come on, if you're coming.
I haven't finished my tea yet.
Hey, Fletch. What? It didn't take you long, eh?
What?
To get your orgies back.
Yeah, Fulton, go on. Some soup here?
Water weren't very hot.
Well, the soup is. Get it down your neck.
God! It isn't all. I've burnt me bleeding tongue.
Here. Find any clothes to fit you, did you?
Weren't my size.
Well, they weren't bought for you, were they?
What'd you say your name was?
Fletch, they call me.
Mine's Penny.
Good. Now, where are you from, Penny?
Well, I used to live in Camberwell. It's all right there. Me and I'd always lived there. That's where all my mates are. Then me mum and Arthur moved to Portsmouth.
Arthur?
Yeah, bloke she lives with. He's all right. Just he works in Portsmouth. There ain't nothing to do there.
Handy for the Isle of Wight, isn't it?
So I've just left. I was going to stay with this mate of mine, Terry. He's great, Terry. He's a bit mad-like, but he's all right. He don't give a monkeys about anything. You'd like him.
I doubt it. One of these punks, is he?
No, he's not. He hates punks.
Oh, well, that's something we've got in common, then.
Yeah, that's why they sent him away. He duffed 3 of them up behind Peckham Odeon.
Oh, charming. Oh. So he's gone. What are your plans now, then?
Well, I can't hang around the Camberwell. Cops know me there. I'm on probation.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to stay with this other friend of mine who lives around here, Pauline Soper. Do you know her?
No.
She may have moved. I don't know what I'll do next.
Well, you look worn out. I suggest when you've eaten what you're going to eat, you better go and get some kip.
What? Were you?
Pardon?
Don't you fancy me? It's all right. I don't mind.
Now, listen. There seems to be some sort of attitude prevalent in this country, which is to view everything I do in the worst possible light. I didn't ask you back here for that. No, don't comment. Just cut that out. Shall I tell you why I asked you back here? Because I saw in you someone who was bound on the same course as what I was.
How do you mean?
You're on probation, are you? I'm on parole.
Are you?
Yeah, that surprised you, didn't it? What is more, on top of that, I've spent 11 years out of my life in the nick. Now, having said that, I thought you might be interested in taking a bit of advice from an old lag such as myself. Now go and finish your soup.
Don't like tomato.
It's very discouraging trying to help people, you know. I think I'll leave it out after you.
I just don't like tomato.
Oh, well, I'll rush round to Fulton's tomorrow then and get you a crate of mock turtle.
Oxtail? I quite like oxtail.
Go on, get up and have some sleep. Go on. Use my room, second on the left.
Thanks.
God, it isn't all.
Night, Dad.
I can't do this.
Do what?
Trying to put this racing car together on here.
Oh, you haven't done Raymond's racing car. But that's the only reason we get that cereal, because he's collecting the set. He'd be ever so cross. What have we done today, then,
Oi! Turn this racket off.
What?
Turn this racket off.
Oh, I like it.
Someone trying to sleep upstairs. Girl I met. Girl I met. Down at Dante's Cafe. Name a penny.
Now, look here, Dad. When I said what I said this morning, I didn't expect you to take it so literal. So quick.
Now, come on, Ingrid. It's not like that. She's only 16. She's just in a spot of bother. That's all. She needed a place. I just brought her back here and I'll give her a bath and a bed. I didn't give her a bath, no. I loaned her the facilities. That's all. I'm just trying to help somebody as I pass along, that's all. I've got naff all else to do, have I? Better than sitting here making plastic racing cars and watering can kits.
Well, what's she like?
Oh, little Waif and stray, little alley cat.
Did anyone see you bring her in here?
Only the woman at 27, as usual. Why?
What much you for?
She'll think the same as you, I suppose, if her mind's like yours. I don't give a rat's.
You've got to be very careful in your position, though, Dad. What do you intend to do about her?
Well, I'm hoping she'll go back to her mum voluntary. I'd like to think I can make her see sense, know what I mean?
Well, shouldn't you just hand her over to the authorities?
No, worst thing you could do. Betraying her trust, wouldn't it be? I mean, if you can't show someone trust, how are they going to learn it?
Ah, come on, Dad. It's 12 o'clock and you're still not dressed.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, it's Saturday.
Is it?
Well, it's a lovely sunny day. Why don't you go to the match?
They'll lose.
No, I'm not having this, Dad. For a whole week now, you've sat around this house morose and depressed. It was me what lost my purse, not you.
I lost something more fundamental. I lost my faith in human nature. That's what I lost. Which certainly will not be restored by watching Orient play Mansfield Town.
Got to do something with your life, Dad.
Why? Why should I? Everything I do goes wrong, always has and always will.
Now, that's not true. You made this, didn't you?
Oh,
It's not easy putting one of these together. It's a lovely job you've done. I'm going to christen it now. I'm going to water the geraniums.
You had to water 9 at once now, aren't you?
Oh, was that the door?
No, it was a window.
Dad,
My name's Arthur Boyle. I'm, coming in.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm Penny's dad. Well, not a dad exactly, but next best thing, you know.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Arthur, she said, yeah.
Could I have a word with you in private, like?
Suppose so, yeah. Come on in.
You stay here. I believe this is yours.
No, not mine. No, I never carry one of those. Try my daughter.
Yeah, I've got the address from the driving licence. I expect there'll be some cash missing. They'll let me know how much. I'll let you have it back.
Police nabbed her, did they?
No, she found us. Reverse charges, of course. So I drove up and fetched her.
Oh, I see.
Listen, I know what you did.
What'd she say I did?
No, she said you tried to help, so I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, yeah, well...
I mean, if there was more people around like you, well, who knows what, eh?
Yeah, well...
I mean, she's a bit of a tearaway, I'm afraid, but... Still, she did make that phone call, thanks to you, so,
Yeah, well, yeah.
So it's down to her mum and me now, I suppose.
Yeah. It's £2 short, near enough. Would you like a cup of tea?
Yeah, or a glass of beer?
No, best be off for traffic and that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So. Come on, then. Well, thanks.
Hello. All right, girl? Thought better of it, did you?
I'll be in the car, don't be too long.
So it's back to Portsmouth, is it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, it's nice there. Healthy. Keep away from the sailors.
I can look after myself.
Yes, so you said. Thanks for bringing Ingrid's purse back, though.
I can't help pinching things. When I see them, I just take them. First thing I've ever given back.
Oh, well, that's a start, isn't it, eh? No harm done. You took it, you returned it. Just think of it like a library book.
I pinched them as well.
Yeah, I could do with a few of them to put on my shelves over the sideboard. Well, they're under the sideboard at the moment, but they would be. Well, you better get off then. Go on.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the use of your bed. Nice, I liked it.
Yeah, well.
See you then.
Yeah, here. You going to give your Uncle Norman a kiss then?
You're too soft. That's your trouble. Ta-ra then.
Are you sure you didn't didn't give her a bath.
Now, I've told you.
Well, if that kiss was anything to go by, you must have given her more than a cheese sandwich while I was out.
Don't be crude, Ingrid.
Good job you didn't put that pelmet back up. It'd be down again by now.
Don't be crude, I said. Not only crude, but wildly inaccurate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what proof you got?
None. I'm just going by the gleam in your eye, that's all. There's nothing much the matter with your sex drive.
Sex drive? Nothing. I just had my faith restored in human nature, and eh? Yeah, I think I will go to the match after all. With the luck the way it is, they might just scrape a point, right? Yeah.
It's fucked you up, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah. Yes, it's a nice feeling. Missionaries must feel a bit like that, you know. I mean, it can't be all beer and skittles, can it, out in the jungle there? With all the heat and the titsy flies, you know what I mean? But then suddenly, into the clearing walk this group of young headhunters, and they throw down their spears and they say, "We want to learn the catechism."
Makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah. Then they eat him. Totally joke. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a nice clean shirt, then I'm going to have a bath. No, I won't. I'll have a bath first, then I'll put on a nice clean shirt. Then I'm going to take you all out for a celebration, right?
Yeah, do you good.
Yeah, I'm going to take you and young Godber and Raymond and whoever he's knocking about with all down to White Hart, right?
What are you going to use for money?
I thought of that. I'm going to take advantage of that handout you offered me earlier on. All right? Where'd you put it?
It's under the tea caddy.
Right. Nothing else. She's pinched the bleeding fiver.
Price and done me time. I'm going straight, I am along the straight and narrow, and I don't mean straight back to I'm going straight, I'm straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done the time. I'm going straight, I am along the straight and narrow, and I don't mean straight back to crime.
All right, Mr. Ackroyd. Norman, please. Come in. Cup of tea?
You're going to have your work cut out with him.
Who?
Ackroyd.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I met him in here last week. He's off his rocker, you know.
How?
He said to me last week, on the nose, 4 o'clock, Sedgefield, Lady of the Lake. Bleeding horse fell at the water jump.
You have enough money to fritter on horses, do you?
No, I didn't say I bet upon the horse, did I? No. Heaven forfend. No. I'm just saying his advice is idiotic. What's he done anyhow?
None of your business.
Oh, I thought we had a feeling of trust and confidence between us, you and me.
Not when it comes to breaking a confidence of one of my other clients.
Oh, all right. Please, you're joyful. I shall find out down the Black Line anyhow.
So, you have enough money to fritter on drink, do you?
No. Now, I go into the Black Lion to purchase my favourite potato crisp, Smoky Mountain bacon flavour. Price 7p. I know it's frivolous, but we only live once, don't we?
I will say one thing for our departed friend. He's managed to hold down a job for 11 weeks now.
Oh, yes, I thought that'd come up. I thought you'd bring that up. What job?
Doesn't matter what job.
Yes, it does. What job?
He's an assistant park keeper.
Ah, well, he's probably got the qualifications then, hasn't he, eh? I mean, he's probably got a university degree, know what I mean? I mean, it takes a keen mind, doesn't it, eh, to oil the swings. To check the radius of the holes in the putting green every week.
It doesn't take a keen mind, Norman, just the willingness and the guts to stick at what you're offered.
Oh, yeah. This ain't sugared, is it?
It's not stirred.
No, I thought it wasn't. Have you got any of those, Have you got any of those Lincoln creams left?
Can I say something to you, Norman?
Can I say something to you? They're Osborne's.
You have a very low opinion about the people.
No, I don't. I just have a low opinion of Osborne's, that's all. You smoke too much, you know.
I know.
Your husband got a job yet?
Not yet.
Well, that is tragic, isn't it? I mean, because he has got qualifications, hasn't he? You'll be better off trying to place him rather than me, you know. I mean, no one's going to do me a favour, are they? Who'd want to, eh?
Would you rather still be doing porridge?
No. But at least when I was doing porridge, I had a goal. You know what I mean? It was called getting out. It kept you going. It was sufficient unto itself. But now I am out, well, it's a bit of a letdown, know what I mean?
But you've coped with it before. It's not the first time you've come out.
No, but it's the first time I've gone straight, isn't it, eh? Previously, I've always been looking forward to a bit of skullduggery, haven't I? I mean, you have a purpose in life, don't you? Not to get caught. Even if you're not doing anything at the moment, you're always planning that little jackpot round the corner, aren't you, eh? All sitting round the kitchen table of an evening, me and the lads, a few bottles of pale ale, fish and chips, dinky toys, you know what I mean?
What are the dinky toys for?
Well, you know, one for the getaway car, one for the baby.
Oh, you were never in that league.
No, but you can dream, can't you? Pipe dreams maybe, but it kept you going.
Look, you have more resilience than most. I know you can stick at a job if I can find you one. I've already been in touch with some of our voluntary associates.
Oh, don't bother. I mean, I know they mean well, but all these do-gooders, they're all the same, aren't they? They all read The Guardian, don't they? They always support abortion law reform. They all live in Hampstead, they're all philanthropists in the pub Sunday lunchtime, aren't they?
That's a very sweeping and stupid generalisation about a group of people who want to help and do help. People like you to help yourself.
They helped Nosser Kelly to help himself. He helped himself to two of the office typewriters, didn't he? I bet they'd like to call him a few names after that. Trouble was they couldn't because he pinched the swear box and all.
All right. What's your alternative? Would you rather sit on your backside round the kitchen table playing with your dinky toys?
No, if you put it as succinctly as that, I suppose I wouldn't. No, I'm nothing if not a realist.
Norman, I understand your problems. Now, you've decided to take a certain route in life and you've come up against a no entry sign. You feel impotent.
Leave my sex life out of this, please.
I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about work. But the two are comparable. You feel impotent because you're not functioning as a man. And the best thing I can do for you is to fix you up with a good, solid job.
Oh, that's the best thing you can do for me. That's a pity. Because if I had a choice, I'd soon have a bit of the other, know what I mean?
Sorry, we have no rooms.
Pardon?
I suggest you try the Ilfracombe 2 doors down, or failing that, the Sussex on Parade Street.
No, I haven't come about accommodation. I've come to see Mr. McEwen, the owner.
Why?
I think that's between him and me, don't you, miss?
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, name of Fletcher, yes. It's about a position.
Oh, the night porter's job.
Well, it says night security officer here.
That's right, porter.
Oh.
Just a minute.
Pardon me, how do we get to Covent Garden?
Covent Garden is Bakerloo line, go through the Piccadilly Circus, change on the Piccadilly line through to Covent Garden.
Oh, change of Piccadilly Circus.
That's right, get onto the Piccadilly line, there's 2 stops, Leicester Square and Covent Garden.
Thanks.
American, are you?
Canadian.
Toronto.
Oh, lovely, yes. All that scenic grandeur, yes. The Great Plains, the Rockies at dawn, ice hockey in the evening. Lovely.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. You'll like Covent Garden, finest fruit and vegetable in the world now.
The market isn't in Covent Garden anymore.
Isn't it?
It's in 9 Elms, Battersea. Where have you been for the last few years?
Canada.
Oh, Mr. McEwen. This man says he has an appointment with you.
Oh, Mr. Fletcher, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, do come through.
Thank you, sir. Miss?
It's bitter out, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind you, it's pretty parky in here, isn't it?
Yes, I could put that gas fire on, but you see, I'm in and out all morning. I've got a cardigan in here somewhere.
Oh, don't bother, sir. It probably wouldn't fit me anyhow.
I meant for me.
Oh, for you, yes, that's right.
I feel it more than most. I spent my early years in Africa. Nyasaland, as they then called it. Of course, it's now Malawi.
Yes, everything's changed, isn't it, son? Yes, they got Battersea Power Station up Covent Garden, aren't they?
Yes. Yes, now, I've spoken to Mrs. Chapman about you. As she probably told you, I help out the probation service when I can, on a voluntary basis.
Oh, yes. Where would we be without you lot, sir?
A lot of people, think I'm asking for trouble, quite frankly. But I've never had cause to regret, except on 2 unfortunate occasions.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, don't worry, sir. I won't let you down. Should you see fit, that is. Allow me, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Well, now, I may be old-fashioned in this day and age, but I like to give my fellow man the benefit of the doubt. Call it instinct, call it experience, but I'm generally able to assess a man. It was the same in Africa. I had to hire natives fresh from the bush. And basically, I had to judge at a glance whether these chappies were the sort who would do an honest day's work or run off with your livestock. But I never had cause to regret except on 2 unfortunate occasions.
Oh, dear. Well, don't worry, sir. If you give me the break I so sorely need, I promise I will not run off with your livestock, sir.
Do sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Come over here.
Oh, right.
See that?
To Rowlandson, is it, sir?
That.
Oh, that's a chub, sir.
A wall safe.
Wall safe, yes, sir.
The keys are in that drawer.
Oh, yes.
In that drawer. They'll be there every time you're here, on your own. Not that a chappie with your experience would probably need keys, eh? Clickety-click, open sesame, what?
Yes, I see, sir. You're trying to demonstrate your trust in me. Yes, that's very nice, sir, but I would be rather a nana, wouldn't I, to turn you over? I mean, it wouldn't need no Hercule Poirot to finger the prime suspect, would it?
Exactly, and you have more to lose than most.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, don't worry. I won't blow the job, no. I quite like the idea of it, actually, yes. Hotel management, I mean, it could lead to higher things, couldn't it? I mean, Charles Forty had to start somewhere, didn't he? And it's warmer than being a night watchman on a building site. Just.
Very well, then. Start tonight.
Oh, yes.
Hours are 11 till 7. I'll show you where everything is. We keep the front door locked after midnight, so anyone later than that will have to ring. And anyone registering after that will have to pay for a night's board in advance. So you'll be handing cash.
Cash? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Come along, then. Time and tide, etc., etc.
Yes, sir.
Pamela, this is Mr. Fletcher. Fletcher, this is Pamela.
Pamela.
Oh, and one thing I forgot. Have you got a dark suit, black or navy blue?
Doesn't that go with a job, sir?
Well, we've got one, but your predecessor didn't have your stature.
Besides that, when he left, he took it with him. That and my portable fan heater.
Oh, dear, dear. And you need one of those more than most, I think, don't you?
Pamela, you know my philosophy. And it's not going to change just because of 1 or 2 regrettable incidents.
Oh, dear. Don't worry, sir. I have a suitable suit. It's the one I go to court in, miss, actually. Or I used to. I think you should know that I've lately been released from one of Her Majesty's prisons.
Well, I really didn't think you'd been in Canada.
You know the score, Pamela. You know my policy. Judge not, lest you be judged.
Yes, Mr. McEwen.
If we don't show trust, etc., etc.
Yes, Mr. McEwen.
Just wait here, Tick Fletcher, would you? Just need to check over a couple of things. Pamela, can you come through, dear?
Graham, stop it! Not Graham. Alistair. Oh, no, it's Brian.
Yeah, I've only been away a week.
I knew it was you, you daft thing. I heard you pocking your Arctic.
Give us a kiss then. That's not very romantic.
Well, I haven't got time to be romantic.
Well, that's a pity, because I've got a night stopover.
Have you?
Yeah, don't have to be back till 2 o'clock tomorrow. Means a lie-in and everything.
Not now, it don't. Because I'm fixing my dad's thermos.
Thermos?
He's got a job.
Fletcher's got a job?
In an hotel. Night security officer.
Oh, porter-like.
Don't call it that, because he's a bit prickly about his status. Because, you know, it's not the most dignified job in the world. It's a bit lonely, I should think. Not much more to do than read magazines and clean shoes.
Well, I hope he sticks at it. Could be a turning point in his life and ours.
Wow.
Got the house to ourselves at nights.
Lenny, you're always thinking of yourself. You're not wrong, though, are you?
Right, never mind all that. Take your hand off my daughter's left cheek, please.
Hi, Dad. Len's here.
Oh, yeah. Don't seem he's never not here. Every time I walk in the room, he's got some part of your anatomy in the palm of his hand.
How are you, Fletch?
Give them a rub up, would you, love?
Oh, I don't see why I should. I mean, that's what you're going to be doing all night at work, innit?
Exactly, that's why I don't want to do my own. I've got some pride, ain't I?
I said, how are you, Fletch?
I heard you, Gobber, I heard you. Night stopover, is it? Oh, that reminds me, the sofa has collapsed, the legs come off.
Oh, that's Lenny's fault, you know, staying the night.
Don't blame him. I don't see how 3 cushions with a blanket over it can break the sofa.
I don't know what you mean, Dave.
Yes, you do. We all saw the repeats of Colditz, didn't we? All I'm saying is keep off it. I mean the sofa, I mean. Until I put the leg back on. Either that or saw the other 3 off. Any tea about? What's funny about that?
This job, then?
What?
Milestone, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Thermos.
What?
Well, it must be your first legitimate job in... How long is it?
Ever.
What? Straight up, you've never had a job before in your life?
No. Not unless you count the army.
Which we don't, because you was on the fiddle even then. Do you know, when I was a nipper, all my party dresses was made out of parachute silk.
You wouldn't have complained if you'd ever fallen out of a window, would you?
I never realised that you'd never worked. I didn't think anybody at your age had never worked.
Yes, there's 2 of us, me and the Duke of Edinburgh. Just shows how difficult it is to change the habits of a lifetime, doesn't it?
Well, I was just saying to Lenny, all credit to you.
Yeah, I know it's not much of a job, but what can you expect? I mean, when I decided I was going to work, I sat down, I thought I'll work out all my qualifications that I've earned over the years in chronological order, see? Do you know what they boiled down to? 1 driving licence. 45 years on this earth, that's all I got, 1 driving licence. Even that's got 2 endorsements.
You ought to get a driving job like me, you know. I love it, the open road, and there's no gaffers breathing down your neck. I was thinking of getting on to Juggernauts. There's a lot of money there.
No, you're not.
Well, there's a lot of money there, you know, for us, like.
Oh, no, you're not.
I know what she's worried about. She's worried about you, Monsieur Le Continent, ain't she? With all the Fraulines and the Senoritas, yes. All willing to ease the loneliness of the long-distance lorry driver, aren't they?
Oh, come on, Fletch, Ingrid trusts me.
Yeah, about as much as I trust me dad.
You what?
I didn't mean it that way, Dad.
You meant it exactly that way.
No, didn't it? Just come out.
Well, I just come out, ain't I? Just come out the dick. And that's the sort of attitude I'm up against. I thought at least in my home it would be a refuge from all this mistrust and cynicism I keep facing, but apparently I was wrong.
Now, don't you get on your arse with me, because you can't blame this family for being a bit sceptical. Over the years, whenever that front doorbell went, we never knew whether it was a neighbour or the law come to collar you.
Over the years, it's behind me now. I'm talking about now.
Oh, yeah? Well, it was only 2 weeks ago when you was off to the wilds of Essex with a shovel in your hand.
I think they'll let me go and put in the lorry.
Don't leave on my account. I'm the one that's going, mate.
Well, it's no point in going now, Dad. Your job don't start till 11.
I'm not sure I'm going to show up at all to the job. You think it's the best job in the world, do you, eh? You think it's marvellous? Clean the shoes of bleeding commercial travellers? I tell you, I only took this job to prove a point to my family, and obviously the point is now pointless, so what's the point, eh?
Shouldn't have spoken to your dad like that.
Don't tell me what I should or shouldn't say in my own house. It's none of your business.
I should have thought that what happens in this house is my business.
Not really, it ain't.
Oh, well, until such time it is, I shall go elsewhere.
Suit yourself.
Get a night's bed and breakfast somewhere.
You won't have any trouble, I'm sure.
Well, say good night then.
Night then.
All right, good night then.
Night.
You know where to find me?
No, I don't, do I?
Oh, no, you don't. No. What I meant was I know where to find you.
Should do all the free nights you've had here.
Well, I'll be on my way then. Can I be going then?
Suit yourself.
I haven't eaten, you know, not since Coventry.
You can always get a meat pie down the Black Lion.
Well, Fletch.
Thank you, Elf.
I like the whistle.
Oh, yeah?
Very smart. Been in court, have you?
Oh, you're here.
Where?
Pint of lager, please. 2 meat pies?
Not at night. Peanut?
Yeah. Right on.
Right. What are you doing here then?
Felt like a drink, didn't
Ah, naff off. I know what you two get up to the minute I'm out the house.
Yeah, normally, yeah. But we had a tiff.
Tiff? What about?
What about you? At least I think it was about you. Not too sure what it was about, really.
Yeah. Arguments are seldom about what they appear to be about, are they? I mean, an argument is really two people in search of an exit line, isn't it?
Well, you certainly made hasty exit.
Yeah? Well, I felt like it.
Thought you might be needing these. Well, you can hardly start a new job in your carpet slippers, can you? You've got to make a decent impression.
I told you, I'm not going to start a new job.
Don't be daft.
No, what I said in the house, I meant. I only took that job to prove a point to my family, that's all.
Look, what was said in the house was said in the heat of the moment. I mean, like Ingrid, she didn't mean what she said.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Look, all I'm saying
Don't change the subject, did she or didn't she?
Look, the point I'm trying to make...
Oh, you're making a point. There is a point to all this, is there? Alf?
Yeah?
Same again.
Not for me, thanks.
I didn't mean you, did I?
Look, Ingrid was upset with me because she was upset with herself about being upset with you.
God, you sound like the prison shrink, you do.
Well, let me put it another way.
You can put it where you like, mate. All I'm saying is that Ingrid said what she thinks, and what she thinks, other people think and all.
You know, Fletcher, you've got a very low opinion of people.
You know, you're the second nosy park that's told me that today.
Well, this bloke has given you the job. He expects you to turn up on time, sober.
Stuff the job. Not you, Alf.
85p.
85p, right.
It looks like you do need a job if your taste turned to double scotches.
Am I asking you to pay for them? Can you lend us a quid, Len?
I'm not taking in, you know.
What?
All this storming out the house in your carpet slippers because Ingrid upset you. The real reason is because you've lost your nerve.
Now, just a minute.
Now, look, first honest job you've ever had, and you just can't face it.
Now, look, Len, there's something I haven't told you about myself. You see, I am actually allergic to work. Look, I am physically allergic to work. You may smile, no, but, I mean, people have allergies, don't they, eh? Cats or carpet fluff or camel hair. Well, with me, it is work. I promise you, if I went through with this job by tomorrow morning, I'd have terrible migraine and I'd have big red blotches all over my body.
Cobblers.
No, that's mumps. You're mixing yourself up. Now, doubtless medical science will one day come up with a cure, but until then, I think it's best to play it safe, don't you?
Look, you can believe that if you want to, but other people won't be fooled. But if you want to fool yourself, fine.
Listen, I'm fed up with all these sermons, Len. I'm fed up with all this advice and encouragement. Will you just go and make it up with Ingrid and get on with whatever you get on with and leave me here to get quietly Brahms and Liszt? Do you mind? Here, that's 6 quid I owe you.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, miss, we have no vacancies. I suggest you try the Ilfracombe, 2 doors down.
No, I don't want a room. I'm looking for a Mr. Fletcher.
Oh, well, we all are, aren't we?
I'm his daughter Ingrid. He's my dad.
I must say, young lady, I thought your father would have showed up a little early on his first night.
Oh, he will?
But he hasn't.
Oh, no, but he was going to. If he...
If he what?
If he hadn't forgotten these. He left home in ever such good time, see, but what obviously must have happened was he was on the bus when he says to himself, "Oh dear, I have forgot my supper." So he must have nipped back home, see, not knowing that meantime I've brung him here. Obviously.
I see.
He's ever so keen about the job, Mr. McEwen. It's best suit and that, and lovely polished shoes. And he was saying to me, you know, what a really nice man you were, giving him a chance and that.
I was about to ring his probation officer. What's her name? Mrs. Chapman.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I give him a chance, you see. I tell them all, benefit of the doubt, etc., etc. But when I say start at 11, I do mean at 11. You understand my point of view, don't you? Cuts both ways, doesn't it?
Well, it's not quite 11, is it?
As I said, I thought it'd be early first night. That's why I let her go. I let my girl go. Said I'll hold the fort. I'm late for my supper.
Would you like a cup of mulligatawny?
There it is, right on time.
Lenny, let go of my arm. You're hurting my arm, Len.
Moral support. Anyway, if I let go of you, you'd scarper.
Look, I'm not drunk. I'm not going to fall down, gopper. Give me them shoes. Goes against the grain, it does, you know, going to work. Here, how's my breath?
I think you ought to have another polo. Here, keep the old packet.
How do I look?
Immaculate.
Well, I don't feel it.
Hey, you know what this reminds me of? Did you ever see that film On the Waterfront?
Yeah? But has it any relevance?
But don't you remember the ending? And the priest picked Marlon Brando up and said, "Go on, you can do it. You can walk to work on your own." And Eva Marie Saint watched with tears in her eyes.
Yeah, what have I got? Leonard Marie Godber with a smirk on his face.
Well, Marlon Brando ain't done so bad. Since then, he's gone from strength to strength.
All right, here I go then. Ingrid, what are you doing here?
I brought your sandwiches, which is what you came back for, which is why you cut it so fine, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that, Mr. McEwen.
That's all right, Fletcher. I was a little worried.
Yeah.
I said to your daughter, "But all's well, etc., etc." Now, are you sure you know where...
Yeah, you showed me the ropes this afternoon, didn't you, sir? Yes, go on. It's all right. You can trundle off.
Well, if you're sure, I'll get upstairs and heat up my casserole.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, miss.
Mutual.
Very suitable suit.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, don't forget any late registrations.
Oh, yes. Cash on the nail, sir, yes.
Oh, and I probably should mention, sometimes we get ladies of the night.
Oh, dear.
You'll be surprised.
Oh, yeah. Probably because they work around Paddington Station, don't they, sir?
That's right. They seem mostly to solicit Welshmen.
Oh, really, yes. Well, that's because it's a direct line from Cardiff, isn't it, so, yeah. And they don't get much of it down there, you know. So, I'm amazed they've got anything to sing about at all.
Anyway, as I say, obviously none of that.
Oh, no. I won't bring any in if you don't, so no. Well, would you like a polo? Oh, no, you got your casserole, haven't you? Yes. I'll tell you what, I'll leave you one there for later on. Good night, sir. Sleep well.
Thank you. Good night, miss. Nice to meet you.
Mutual. I didn't think you was gonna make it.
Mutual.
I've made you some nice sandwiches. Cheese and chutney and tongue with a little piccalilli.
Oh, good. We couldn't get any pies down the Black Line. I'll have these, darling.
Dad,
Yeah?
I'm sorry about what I said. It was
nothing of it.
uncalled.
No, you had every right.
No,
Listen,
I didn't.
water under the bridge, etc., isn't it? He's got me at it now.
Well, all I wanted to say was that, you know...
Ingrid, I've got a job to do.
I never thought I'd hear you say them words.
No, neither did I. Oh, that's made me feel quite faint.
Oh, you'll be all right, Dad.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I love you and I'm ever so proud of you, you know.
Oh. Good evening, sir. Oh, it's not sir, it's him. What do you want?
Want a room for the night?
You what?
I've got nowhere else to go. As good a place as any.
Hello, Len.
Hello, Ingrid, and how are you keeping?
Never mind writing her a letter. If you want a room here, you've got to put cash on the nail.
Oh, come on, Fletch, you know me.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I want cash on the nail.
I've got nowhere else to go.
Yes, you have, as well you know, Lenny Gobbler.
Do I?
Of course you do.
Well, if you say so.
Well, I do. Don't I?
Do you?
Told ya. Here, you've been drinking.
Just enough.
Enough for what?
You know.
Do I?
I hate to interrupt this little bit here, but I have an important announcement to make. Now, he can't sleep in our house because the sofa's broken, isn't it? It's collapsed, the legs come off, and there's nothing else for him to sleep on, is there?
That's all right, Dad, don't worry. I mean, you're on night work now. He can have your bed.
I'm going straight, I'm straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done the time. I'm going straight, I am, along the straight and narrow. And I don't mean straight back to crime.
Evening, Mr. McEwen.
Oh, Fletcher! Come through, would you? You're a little early.
Yes, well, my son Raymond had a few friends round, you know, sort of party like.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, not really. Sixth form punk society it was. I thought, being as how I was on parole, it wasn't the sort of company I should mix with.
I'm not one to complain. Means I can hand over the reins that much earlier, etc., etc. Might pop round to the Anchor for a quick one.
Oh, I wouldn't advise that. Not tonight, son.
Oh, why?
Well, there's a load of Scotsmen in there tonight. They're down for some union confab or something.
Are they causing trouble?
No. No, they're very merry, as a matter of fact, at the moment. But you know your Scotsman. He can turn ugly in the twinkling of a sporran, can't he? And it's at times like that they are seized with an insatiable desire to pummel someone's head.
I'm Scots, Fletcher.
Oh, dear, right? Oh.
At least my forebears were.
Oh, you had four, did you? One more than Goldilocks.
I beg your pardon?
Goldilocks. She had 3 bears, you had 4 bears, yeah? It's a joke. Never mind.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, Fletcher, tonight marks your first week here.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to tell you I'm well pleased, and I'd like to give you this.
Oh, that's very nice, sir. What's that?
A pay packet.
Oh.
Have you never seen one before?
No, my money usually goes straight into a bank, sir. Or straight out of it, you know what I mean? What does all this mean, then?
Oh, the top figure is gross and the bottom figure's net.
Well, what's happened in between, then?
Deductions, national insurance, PAYE, etc., etc.
Oh, I see. That explains why most of the grosses slip through the net, does it?
That's your welfare state, isn't it? Now you're on the right side of the law. That's one of the things you'll have to get used to.
Yeah, among all the others, yeah.
Question of adjustment, Fletcher. I know what you're going through because I had to adapt myself when I came back from Nyasaland. Did I mention that?
Oh, yes, Malawi, as it now is, sir. Yes, Africa. Yes.
That's right. Of course, we lived a very different lifestyle out there. I was a farm manager in Africa. Enormous spread as far as the eye could see. We grew tobacco and some coffee and a local crop called betelwerk. The natives used the fiber to make rope or soup, depending on their needs at the time. Very adaptable people.
Yeah, they must have been, yeah. Couldn't do that with Mulligatawny, could you? Oxtail, possibly, yeah. Talking of adaptability, sir, I caught number 23 sneaking out this morning.
Oh?
Yes, he was checking out with 24 wire coat hangers. He'd bent them square to fit his rucksack.
That's the ticket. You keep your eyes open. I think I'll give your parole officer a tinkle and tell her I'm well pleased, etc., etc.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, I say you shouldn't leave this open, really, should you, sir?
Oh, no, of course not. Thank you, Fletcher. Incidentally, I think you're buying a better safe, you know, but they're not cheap.
Yeah. Well, better safe than sorry, sir.
Oh, that's very witty, Fletcher.
Oh, thank you, sir. I prefer the one about Goldilocks myself, really. Still, we've got to do our best, haven't we, son? Not much to laugh at these days, is there? Not since Mastermind finished.
Oi! Fletcher, innit? Fletcher. Norman Stanley.
Crowther, Thomas Clifford, West End Central.
Flying squad now.
Oh, yes, I heard the Sweeney was a bit pushed for personnel.
Cheeky one, this, Nancy. Lot of lip. When did you come out?
2 months ago.
Where you been?
Work.
Work? Pull the other one.
I heard you haven't got another one.
What you got in the bag?
Now, listen, you've got no cause to do that.
No cause? What are you doing at 7 o'clock in the morning, far from your own turf?
I told you, I've got a job round the hotel in Sussex Gardens. Here, look here.
Nothing in here, Tom, except half a tongue sandwich.
It's despicable, this is.
They don't overpay you, do they?
I have to accept all that, don't I? Just as I have to accept all this.
Oh, what do you expect? This is a high crime rate here.
How is it? Must require a very sharp eye and constant vigilance, then, doesn't it?
It does.
Now, what do you attribute personally to your rise in crime to? Eh? I mean, is it unemployment, the dissatisfaction of youth, frustrated by blocked opportunities? Yeah. Or is it part of a deeper sickness, one which permeates the entire society?
Look, I haven't got time to stay here talking to you.
Or is it simply that you can't turn your back for a minute? What?
Oh, I'll mop your grease up with your braid. That's the trouble with your job. You spend all your time in transport cabs picking up manners like that.
I've always had manners like that.
Well, I don't like it. And I don't like the way you eat with your elbows on the table. And everything I cook for you, you put into a sandwich.
Why am you sitting on the run?
Well, it's not nice.
Someone got out of bed the wrong side this morning.
Well, I have a lot to do of a morning. I have to get you off. And then I have to make Dad something when he comes in. And then I have to get myself off to work. And Raymond's no help. Raymond, get out that bathroom!
When we're married, beloved, you'll only have me to worry about.
Well, you won't come down to breakfast in your vest when we're married. You're the same as Dad in that respect.
I've got a lot in common with your dad, haven't I?
Unfortunately, yes. That's always going to embarrass me, that is. I mean, when we live somewhere nice, people are going to ask me how I met my husband. And I'm going to have to say he shared a cell with my dad.
Well, must be off. Hit the road, mate.
Incidentally, while on the subject, have you mentioned it yet?
What?
Well, us, you know, to Dad, our intentions.
No, I haven't had a chance.
You've been putting it off since he come out of prison.
No, I haven't. I'm on the road all the time and he's working nights.
You're just prevaricating.
No, I'm not. What do you want me to do? Go down on one knee and ask for his daughter's hand in marriage? Even if he refuses, it'll make naff all difference.
Well, I do think you ought to make our intentions formally clear.
I will. Give us a kiss.
Oh, well, just like Dad. Put off, put off, put off.
Yeah. Oh, I don't believe it.
Oh, morning, Fletch.
Morning.
Hello, Dad.
Who was that? Here. Necking first thing in the morning, before the breakfast things are cleared away. I couldn't be like that, you know.
How many sausages?
Who? Here, Ingrid, got something to show you.
What? I haven't got time.
Ingrid, this is a matter of some portent to me, please. Look, what do you think of that?
Oh, Dad, it's your packet.
Well, yeah.
Congratulations, Fletch.
Yeah, well.
Yeah? Can I have that £6 you owe me then?
What's £6?
From the pub last week.
Oh, that's £6. All right, then. all
Yeah,
right.
give me that.
What are you doing?
Well, you owe me a £5 from the previous week. And the insurance man, I can pay him now because we're a month behind.
What insurance? What?
Your life insurance, Dad. Costs a bit, but it's worth it because if anything happened to you, we'd be quids in. Here's your 6, Len.
Listen, why doesn't he pay board and lodgings? He gets an allowance, you know, they all do.
Well, he gives me that allowance, Dad.
Oh, well, let's have it, let's share it out then.
No, Ingrid puts that into our fund. Into our fund, like.
What fund?
Must be off.
What's he talking about?
What time is it?
Time I was off.
Don't do that to me. Morning, son.
See my headphones.
Why, what do you want to do? Listen to your Rice Krispies?
Look what your dad's brought home, Raymond.
Oh, good, because you owe me money.
What for?
You broke the stylus on my stereo, said you'd replace it. It cost $3.50.
Oh, you're like vultures, a lot of you, ain't you? Give me that packet here. What you left me with? Look at that. 5p.
Oh, good, we need that for the gas meter.
Thanks, sir.
Good eye marquee, please. 26.
26, sir, certainly. Check in today, did you, sir?
Yes, right, this afternoon. I've been in London for a bit. And I've changed.
Oh, yes, a lot of changes, sir. I noticed that when I come out.
Hmm?
Well, when I come back, sir. When I come back out, you know. When I come back to live out here, like.
Arabs.
Arabs, yes,
Yeah.
all over the place, yes.
Yeah.
Oxford Street's like a Casbah now, sir.
Yeah.
Can't get down it for flying carpets.
Still, they're the ones with the money, though.
Oh, indisputably, sir,
And
yeah.
this country needs it.
Yeah. I wish a few would stay here instead of the Dorchester, though.
Oh, what, you mean because of the...
Yeah. I'll tell you a funny thing, sir. I've got a friend, he lives in St John's Wood. He's a window cleaner, you see, and he was cleaning this Arab lady's window, and she said to him, how much? And he said, $2.50, love. So she gave him 250 nicker.
Never.
Yeah, straight up.
Would you give it to her back?
No, but he left her the ladder, you know what I mean? He was all.
Yeah. You know, we're in the wrong game.
Yes, we are. Excuse me, sir, but are you originally from North London, sir? Muswell Hill, that way?
No.
Oh. And you seem familiar, no? That's all.
Ah, well, nice talking to you.
Thank you, sir, thank you. Stirring bean lady, ever so lovely and clean. No chest, wonder what's under. Good evening, sir. Madam.
Good evening. The thing is, I don't suppose you have any rooms.
Don't you, sir?
I said they probably wouldn't have, darling.
I might have some. I mean, I'm willing to take a chance, you know, as long as it's a 5-to-1 chance. Know what I mean? You see, we've got this room we keep specially for this Arab potentate, but I mean, if he wants to fly in the middle of the night in his private Concorde, well, that is his hard luck, isn't it, sir? Thank you, sir.
It's awfully decent of you.
Not at all.
We're in luck after all, darling.
Would you like someone to help with the luggage, sir?
There is no luggage.
Oh, well, that's just as well, because we've got no one to help you with it, sir. I'm afraid it's cash in advance this time of night.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, that'll be £12, sir, for the double, excluding this little bit of VAT.
No, you see, the thing is, my wife and I were been to an office do, and we were driving back to Reading, Red Hill, and the car broke down.
Oh, yeah?
Just around the corner. I think it's the big end.
Oh, I hope so, sir, yeah.
And I said to you, didn't I, darling? I said, why don't we stop over in town for the night and let the AA deal with it in the morning?
Yes, well, that's the best thing, isn't it? Well, thank you very much, Mr. Smith. Thank you.
Well, I'll say good night then.
Yeah, good night, sir. Oh, would you like a call in the morning, or shall we let nature take its course?
I think we'll just let nature... Won't we, darling?
I'm sorry, sir, the lift is out of order. I'm awfully sorry. But it's only 5 flights up. That should take the wind out of his sails. Thank you, sir. Stirring bean lady. What are you doing here?
I just dropped by, you know.
You had a row with Ingrid, have you?
I just dropped by.
You in trouble, are you?
You always think the worst you do, Fletch.
No, I don't.
No, I just don't see much of you these days. Get a chance to talk to you. And, what with you working nights and me days and... Well, you're my mate and I value that, and I couldn't sleep tonight and I thought, why not come down and while away a few hours with me old mate Fletch?
Ingrid's pregnant, isn't she?
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. I've told her about this. I've tried to warn her. She won't listen to me.
Will you shut up a minute, Fletch? She's not pregnant. You think we're daft or something?
Well, you've come here for something. You haven't just dropped by, have you?
Well, I have come round here about Ingrid, actually. She wanted me to tell you something that, well, I should have told you way back.
Yes?
Well, to come straight to the point...
Yeah.
Good evening.
What? Oh, good evening, madam.
I haven't had the pleasure before, have I?
Oh, haven't you, madam? Oh, never mind. My name is Fletcher, and you would be...
Mrs. Appleby, room 2.
Room 2, madam, certainly.
I wonder, could you undo this for me, young man? Thank you. I'm going to have to give these to you.
Oh, are you, madam? Why is that?
To put in your safe.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, yes. Thank you.
It's my custom. I rest easier in my mind.
Oh, certainly, madam. I'll just get your receipt. Shall be a moment.
Do you work here?
No, Mum.
I've got a son your age. He's in the theatre.
Oh, that's nice.
He's an actor. Very good, too. Only they don't seem to give him very big parts.
Oh, well, one day perhaps, who knows?
Here we are, madam. One receipt coming up.
I should like some tea in the morning at 9:30 and a Daily Telegraph.
Certainly. I'll just make a note of that. There's your receipt for your jewellery. 9:30, Daily Telegraph. Thank you, madam.
Good night, then.
Good night, madam.
Thank you.
What a nice old soul. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ingrid thought it was about time I told you that...
Got it. Got it.
What?
I've just twigged, haven't I?
Oh, well, I'll be off then, Fletch.
No. Nice old soul, you say? Butter wouldn't melt. She is a bleeding con artist.
Who, the old dear?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Fletch, that's typical of you. You always think the worst of people.
No, it's all falling into place now. Just before you came in here, a bloke came in, he's in room 26. I thought I knew his face. It's all falling into place now. Wellins, his name is. Wellins, Acker Foster, Acker Stansfield.
Acker?
Acker, a.k.a., also known as. I was in Maidstone Nick with him, yeah, for a long time. That's Worm Wellins, that's his name.
I don't see the connection between him and the nice old lady.
All right, I'll tell you.
Now, I'd much rather talk about Ingrid.
Listen, never mind Ingrid for a moment. Come round here. Wellins used to work this con, you see, with a lady who some said was his old mother. They used to work around the south coast, Bournemouth, Torquay, that sort of thing. Always a small hotel, always with a safe like this one, an easy one, see?
What was the con?
Well, the con was they would insure some jewellery, they'd declare a value of, say, £10,000, right? And they would book into this hotel separately, no connection whatsoever, different days sometimes, you see. Then the old lady would put her tomfoolery in the night safe, see, her jewellery, see what I mean? Then she'd try and get the porter upstairs by phoning down saying she got a headache and would I take some aspirin up, that sort of thing, you see, if it was me, right? Now, meanwhile, old Beggarlegs, Wellins, he'd come down and do the safe, you see.
Oh, I see. Then they'd claim the insurance like.
And also, of course, they might get a backhander from the hotel for keeping you stum and all. And of course, the jewellery's fake, you see. Always fake. Come and have a look.
Well, even if it's fake, they've got to pay a very high premium.
But only till they've done the job, ain't they? That's not long, is it? And it's a new name, isn't it? New name, new town, new insurance policy, right? Yeah, look at it, it's rubbish, isn't it?
It's a shufty.
Well, Worm Wellins, eh?
Looks real enough to me.
Well, of course it does to you, because you know nap all about it, do you? That is paste, mate.
Hey, Fletch.
What?
This is not good.
What?
You and me, ex-cons, open safe.
No, you're not wrong then. Put it in there, put it in there. Hello, reception. Yes? Oh, certainly, Mrs. Appleby. Yes? Nice glass of hot milk, certainly. Certainly, yes. In a jiffy, madam, yes. Thank you. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Hey, Fletch, this is a golden opportunity for you.
How?
Call the law, right? They come in here, hide, You take up the hot milk, Wellings comes down, does the safe, they collar him. Who's the hero? You are. Think how that will go down with your parole board, not to mention the owner of the hotel. It's a flaming golden opportunity.
That's despicable, that is.
Pardon?
And you're the man who's taken up with my daughter, Ingrid?
I don't follow.
Listen, Sonny Jim. You and I have had the strength to go straight, right? But this guy obviously hasn't, has he? So are you going to be the one who puts him behind bars again, eh? Are you? And what is more, are you going to live with that on your conscience for the rest of your life, that you were a party to it?
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Of course you wouldn't. Call the law.
I'm sorry, Fletcher, I didn't think it through.
No, you never do you?
So you can't have anything untoward happening on your own doorstep.
No, that's true. That's very true.
Well, not in your position.
No.
So what are you going to do?
What's going on?
I'm sorry to disturb you, sir, but I have no choice. This is Sergeant Gobber of the Yard.
Fraud squad.
Fraud squad?
Look, we know your game, chummy. We know what number you've been running.
Could you keep your voice down a bit, Sergeant? We don't want to get the hotel a bad name, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you're on about.
Do you deny that you're Worm Wellings, otherwise known as Stansfield, otherwise known as Foster?
They never let you forget, do they? That was years ago.
Yeah, got away with it on the south coast, but we're a bit more alert up here, Sonny Jim.
Excuse me, Sergeant. If there is going to be an arrest, could it be surreptitious like? I mean, like down the fire escape with a big bag over his head, you know what I mean?
I'm going straight, for God's sake.
You are from now on, Sonny Jim, if you've got any sense.
But
don't remember me, do you? Fletcher? We was in Maidstone together many moons ago.
Did you shop me then?
Only to him.
Well, what do you mean? He's only the Yard.
He is a truck driver. The only yard he knows is the one he backs his lorry into.
Is this all a joke, then?
No, it's a warning. If you've got anything up here, Sonny Jim, you'll take heed of this warning. Here you are. Here is your Christmas cracker jewellery. Now, you take that, and you take your old lady friend, and you leave this hotel first thing in the morning and don't come back, right?
Here. I've done time and all, you know, and I'm going straight, me and him both. Now, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of bottle.
Come on, Billy Graham, out of it. My word, you're early risers.
Oh, yeah. See, the thing is, I contacted the AA, and they said they'd fixed the car already.
Oh, that's funny, because you haven't got a phone in your room, have you? What'd you do, send a pigeon?
Yes, quite. But come along. Let's be off, Beryl.
Cheryl!
Morning, Fletcher.
Oh, good morning, Mr. McKern.
Late arrivals, were they?
They were, sir, yes, but don't worry, cash in advance up front, sir.
That's the ticket. Oh, yes, and now I see that you put Mrs. Appleby's jewellery in the safe.
Yes, sir, that's quite safe in there, sir, yes, sir.
Delightful old soul, been coming here for years.
Coming here for years, sir?
Yes, last Friday every month. Board meeting in the afternoon, theatre in the evening, etc., etc. Regular as clockwork. Always stays here, even though she could afford Claridge's. Always leaves her jewellery in the safe.
Worth a bit, is it, sir?
About £12,000, I gather. Her husband, her late husband, was Appleby's toffees. What's the matter, Fletcher? You're looking ill.
Yes, I feel a bit dizzy, so I feel just a bit queasy. I think I'll go and look at the first aid box, see if there's anything there that can help me at all. So I'll just hope. My God.
Would a cup of tea help, Dad?
No. I might as well just pack my little bag and get on the train and go straight back to Slade Prison. Save the taxpayer the expense of an arrest.
They might believe you, Dad.
Don't be daft, Ingrid. I'm an ex-con, ain't I?
Well, you never know. I mean, the story's so ludicrous, it does have a ring of authenticity about it.
Yeah. And you was a witness Miss Len.
Hey, leave me out of it. I'm an ex-con.
That's nice, isn't it?
Well, there's no point in both of us being falsely arrested.
Why not?
Oh, now, Dad, you've got till 11 tonight.
Correction. I've got till Mrs. Appleby leaves for the theatre tonight, 7 o'clock.
You've got a lot of contacts. I mean, you know all the bent people around. Put the word about maybe one of them will nail worm winnings for you, and get the stuff back.
The stuff by now will be in small pieces in Amsterdam, or wherever the fences dispose of the stuff.
Yeah, I always knew it was genuine. I could tell at a glance it weren't paste.
Oh, you knew it wasn't paste, did you? You knew it wasn't fish paste, that's about all you knew.
Well, it's not surprising it was genuine, though. Not if you say her husband was Applebee's toffee. I mean, that's the famous brand, that.
Yeah, and to think I used to be very fond of their weekend assortment and all. That's put me right off toffees for life, that is. All I'm praying is that I don't get sent to the same nick, that's all. Because the sight of Mr. Mackay's face when I walk through that door is more than I can stand.
Did you tell him last night?
What?
About you and me.
No.
Put off.
Well, how could I tell him with all that going on?
Well, you better tell him now.
Can't now.
Before it's too late.
Before what's too late?
Ingrid thought I probably ought to tell you this. I know it's the wrong time because you've got a lot on your mind, but she thought I'd better tell you that we're probably thinking of getting married.
Ah, congratulations. I hope you'll both be very happy. Sorry I shan't be there to see it.
There's no need to take it like that.
Hello, Fletcher. What are you doing here this time of the evening?
Can I have a word with you, sir? Has Mrs. Appleby left for the theatre yet, sir?
No. She should be down any minute now.
Well, could I have a word with you before she does? It's essential I talk to you, sir.
Can't wait just a tick, Fletcher. I'm right in the middle of something. I've got a plumber in 14.
Oh, all right. No hurry. I've got all the time in the world, I have. 2 years minimum.
Fletcher.
Wellings?
I hoped you'd be here. I brought you this.
Oh, God.
And the money for my room. And my key.
Oh. Well, I have to ask you, Worm, why?
Well, I really have been going straight, you see. 6 years. I didn't know what the hell was going on last night, but suddenly you handed me temptation. And all my intentions, all my promises to myself and to my family went out the window.
Yeah, much as you did down the fire escape.
Oh. Yeah, it hasn't been easy. Straight and narrow. Making do, getting by, just.
You don't have to tell me, son.
Yeah. Well, I got a fairly decent job now. I sell bathroom tiles. Car goes with it, expenses. It's not much, but it's honest. And you sleep at night.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Appleby.
I've been needing my jewellery.
Yes, I've got it right here for you, madam.
Wasn't it locked up?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, it was locked up, yes, but I knew you was coming down in a minute, you see, so I got it out for you specially. There we are. Thank you.
Could you help me with this, young man? Thank you.
So, where is it tonight then, madam?
I'm going to see a new play. I'm told it's rather sordid and sexually explicit.
Oh, dear.
I do hope so. It's $3.50 a ticket.
Now, would you like a cab, madam?
No, Mr. McEwen's already seen to that, thank you.
Oh, right.
Oh, by the way, Fletcher, last night I didn't get my hot milk.
No, I'm sorry about that, madam. An emergency came up. It won't happen again.
Good night.
Good night, madam.
Good night. Oh, I get it. You thought her and me was working the whole game together.
Well, yes, you see my point of view, don't you? You see, the trouble with people like us is we think the worst in others, don't we?
Well, you weren't far wrong. 10 o'clock this morning, I was round at the fences.
What?
Oh, yes.
Well, listen, which one? I've been round them all today. I walked my legs, I haven't had a wink of sleep.
Ernie Fish. Oh, you know him?
Ernie Fish? Is he still alive? I thought he snuffed it years ago.
Oh, no, he's still there off the Caledonian Road. So was I with the gear. It scares me, though, how easy I succumbed. I thought I'd kicked the habit, but I was like an ex-alcoholic who'd suddenly found a case of scotch dumped on his bed.
Now, listen, son, don't sell yourself short. Sure, you was tempted, but you licked it, didn't you?
Oh.
As your presence here indicated, you brought that stuff back, didn't you, eh? You'll be all right, don't worry. You're an example to us all, you are.
Am I, though? What worries me is would I have brought it back if Ernie Fish had said it was genuine?
Price and done me time. I'm going straight, I am along the straight and narrow, and I don't think straight back I'm going straight, I'm straight as an arrow. I've paid the price and done the time. I'm going straight, I am along the straight and narrow, and I don't mean straight back to crime.
This way, gentlemen, please.
Now, Mrs. Gilchrist, I want you just to walk along the line, and if you recognize the man in question, point him out. There is no need to speak, just point to him, right?
You look relieved.
I beg your pardon. I do not.
Yes, you do. I heard your knees knocking.
Right, please.
I'm afraid not.
You're sure? Take your time.
I'm positive, Inspector. As I told you, he had ginger hair. Curly ginger hair.
Might have been a wig.
Clutching at straws. He wants an arrest, he don't care who.
Quiet, please. Let him go. Thank you for your cooperation, gentlemen.
Little choice, some of us.
Don't moan, Fletch. You got a free cup of tea out of it, didn't you?
I'm not looking for a handout, am I? Look, why do you harass us old lags, eh?
It's not harassment, Fletch. Just as you got a villainous face. Gives our line-up the right sort of tone.
You don't recognise me, do you? Dave Pipus. Used to use your local in the old days. Hand and Flower. When Alf Tonks was there.
Oh, Alf, yeah. Sorry, I still don't...
You know my brother? Eric Clapper Pybus.
Oh, Clapper. Yeah, Clapper. That rings a bell. So, how is he then?
Clapper?
Yeah.
Oh, going like him, isn't he?
Going like him?
The Clappers. Oh, he's doing very nicely, is Eric. He's got a big house up at Allure on the Hill. Georgian style, with a full-size billiard table, sauna bath, the works. Oh, he does very nicely. And he's never been done, you know. He's got no form.
How about yourself?
Oh, I had a bit of a setback a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, we all have a few of them, don't we?
Been out long, have you?
Not long, no.
How's it going?
Oh, very well. I've got a house. Muswell on the Hill. Yeah. Mine's Georgian. In my case, George V. We haven't got a sauna bath, but we've got a little shed at the bottom of the garden that houses a couple of cycles and a ringer. You know what I mean?
I know what it's like, me old mate.
Do you? To look at you, Dave, I wouldn't say you was exactly on your uppers. Eh? I mean, that whistle. The car you drove us here in. Automatic, two-tone, real leather upholstery, wing mirrors.
I'm thinking of changing it. Well, it's coming up to 20,000. And my bloke, you know, what puts the spanners to it, he says, Dave, best do it now before something big goes like the gearbox.
Yes, I know what you mean, yes. I have the same problem with my bike. I've got to trade that in before the bell drops off.
Here, Fletch, listen. It might be quite fortuitous, or bumping into you like this.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it might be that I'm in a position to help you out.
Oh, yes?
Might be that I could put something your way.
Put what my way? Why should you do me any favours, David?
Not a question of favours, is it? You're a gem bloke, you are, Fletch. Hard to come by these days. Solid reputation. I know people who value integrity.
Yeah, I think I should tell you before you go any further, my old son, that I am going straight.
Of course you are. That's clearly understood.
What also should be clearly understood, that anything that is put my way will not be considered unless it is strictly within the letter of the law.
Oh, what sort of a person do you think I am?
A crooked sort of a person. The sort of person that my parole officer tells me to avoid.
Well, it depends on how you define crooked, mate. I mean, there's crooked and crooked.
Yeah, well, you're both kinds, aren't you?
I run a legitimate business now. We manufacture party novelties, paper hats, jokes.
Yeah, all right, yes, all right, Dave. I appreciate the offer, and the drinks, of course, but I am keeping my nose clean. Not for myself, for me family. My daughter's getting married in a couple of weeks.
You'll need some readies for that. Got anything going?
Oh, yeah, got lots of things going. Oh, yes. Matter of fact, I'm thinking of transferring all my assets to an offshore tax haven in Bermuda, you know. Yeah. On the other hand, bearing in mind all the political unrest in the Caribbean, I think probably in the long run it would be better to leave it where it is. In the piggy bank on the mantelpiece.
Blimey, Fletch, you nearly had me going there. Here, look, tell you what, think about it. Change your mind. There's where you can contact me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here's where you can contact me.
Muswell Hill Probation Office.
That's right, yeah. Any Tuesday and Friday, call in, 10 o'clock sharp, because I'm an F, see? You'll see me standing in line with all the other poor Fs.
Hello, love. You had a sleep?
It should have woke me.
Oh, I couldn't bring myself to. You look ever so sweet when you're asleep. You look about 6 years old.
I feel a bit older than that when I wake up, though.
Don't. You'll mess up my pattern. I'm halfway through the bodice.
Ooh, it's a nice word, that, bodice. And with his teeth, he loosened the strap of her pink bodice.
Oh, my God. Feeding time again, is it? Hello, Fletch.
Hello, Dad.
I think my presence in this house adds a bit of spice to your courtship, doesn't it, eh? A hint of the illicit, do you know what I mean? Because you never know when I'm going to walk in, do you? I think when you're married and it's all above board, your sex life will fizzle out.
Nah, nothing will change. Because we'll still be living here.
What?
Until we find a decent place.
Oh, I see.
And you'll be just as irritable when you come through the door.
Listen, it is usual for people to put aside a little bit of cash before they rush headlong into marriage, so they're not a burden on their in-laws.
Oh, come on, Dad. You'd hate it if I left. Well, who'd look after you then? Not Raymond, that's for sure.
Yeah, nothing will change. I'll still be on the road most of the time, and for half the week you'll be able to treat this house as if it was your own.
Oh, that'll make a change, won't it? You are nice to me, aren't you, Len? Very nice indeed.
Oh, don't sit down there, Dad. There's pins all over the place.
Wedding dress, is it?
Going away outfit.
Oh, going away outfit. Would you make him one? I'd like him to go away as soon as possible. Where are you going, anyhow?
Oh, I can never pronounce it. What's it called, Len?
Lanzarote.
That's it. Lanzarote.
Lanzarote? Where the hell's that?
Well, we're not quite sure because we can't find it on the map. But it's out of the ordinary, you know. It's not too touristy.
It's volcanic.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd get you out of bed in the morning, wouldn't it?
Don't be daft, Dad. It's dormant.
All volcanoes is dormant, and they go, eh? Until that terrible night when they suddenly erupt, cover everyone in molten rock and flying sherbet.
Could be right, Lenny. You never know with these things.
Nah, don't listen to him. If there was any danger, it wouldn't be a fast-growing holiday centre as described in the brochure.
I don't know why you pick a place you can't pronounce, you can't find on the map, and it's covered in volcanoes.
Because it's cheap. We're getting this special deal from Marion's boyfriend.
Him what's got the travel agency.
Him? He's the bloke who left a plane load of Welshmen stranded in Morocco, ain't he? None of whom have ever been heard of since. They're probably all still there singing away, keeping them welcome in the waddies.
Leave it off, Dad. There's no need to put the mockers on this wedding.
I am just interested in your finances, that's all. Who's paying for all this?
I'll tell you. I've told you about the honeymoon. That's courtesy of Marion. Indirectly. My wedding outfit's courtesy of the girls at the salon, because they had a whip round. And Len's mum's brother is Uncle Bertram. He's donating the cake, because he's a baker. And we're doing it in the registry office to save the expense of a church.
Oh, yeah. What about the reception? You'll need a hall, caterers, won't you? And loads of booze, knowing our lot. Not to mention the hordes of gobbers that are going to come crawling out of the woodwork. Who's going to pay for all that?
Have you seen my thimble anywhere, Len?
I said, who's going to pay for all that?
Have I dropped it somewhere?
Is it on the floor, love?
Look, never mind Hunt the Thimble. Let us discuss this, shall we? Now, listen, you know my... Would you mind pointing the other end at me when I'm talking to you, please? You know my situation, but you are my daughter, which makes me the father of the bride. And as such, I intend to do my best. Much as Spencer Tracy did in the film with the same name. Now then, you know I can't run to the Dorchester, but I've had a word with old Ernie Lax, him who keeps the lamb and flag. He says we can have their back room. We can take the boards off the windows and air it out a bit. Get some folding chairs in there, maybe put a big double sheet over the old billiard table, like a tablecloth, see?
That's very sweet of you, but...
Well, we can't have it here, girl. Come on, there's no room here, is there? I know. Dave Greener's garage. That's the place. That's good. That'll be very good.
It's all been taken care of, Dad.
Yeah, you can dance there, can't you? If you change your mind, honey, I'll do it.
I said it's all been taken care of.
I'll see if your thimble's in the kitchen, Ingrid.
You stay here, you.
Taken care of, how?
Well, you know the old manor house up near Stanmore?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be there in the Gilbert and Sullivan room.
Can't afford that.
It's booked and paid for.
Who'd buy?
Well, Mum was over Tuesday, see? You know, discussing this and that, and, she was sorry to miss you, but I think you was down the probation office.
Yes.
Anyway, she suddenly told me that this was a present from her and, Reg.
What? You're not taking anything from Reg Jessup. He is not family. He is merely the bloke who shacked up with your mother.
Well, that makes him a sort of...
You shut up. It don't make him nothing. Apart from exhausted.
I've known Reg for years, Dad. He's almost like an uncle. Besides, it's Mum's present. It's just that it's him who's got the...
Go on. Say it. Money. You think of nobody but yourselves, you two.
Well, it is our wedding.
It's just that we know your circumstances.
Yeah, we know at this point in time you haven't got the wherewithal. But believe me, Fletch, if you had anything at all, Ingrid and me would only be too pleased to take it.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
I didn't mean it like that.
Shut up. Money.
Fletch?
Oh, hello, Dave. Thanks for coming over.
I'm sorry I'm late. I only got your message an hour ago. The wife rang me. I was at the White City.
Oh, yeah. Who was that I spoke to on the phone then?
That would have been the wife.
Oh, really? She's got a deep voice, hasn't she? Sound like a fella to me.
A fella?
Yeah.
Round my house?
Yeah.
Answering my telephone?
Yeah.
Oh, probably her brother. Yeah. West Country accent.
More your West Indian.
Round my house?
Yeah. Oh, dear. I've obviously opened up a complete new can of peas here, haven't I? Or in your case, mangoes. Now, there is obviously a perfectly simple explanation why there should be a big West Indian round your wife at 9 o'clock this evening.
But what?
Well, I don't know. I don't know your wife, do I? I didn't know you had a wife until I rang up and spoke to her lover. Spoke to the bloke who was doing what he was doing around there.
I'll sort that out later.
Yeah, I think you better, Dave. Sooner the better and all. Well, obviously, that's not why I asked you around here.
No, of course it isn't.
I suppose you can guess why I did ask you around, can you?
Well, I put two and two together.
Yeah. Much as that West Indian was doing with your wife, I think.
Oi!
Just a joke. So, what are the details of this assignment, then?
It's all right to talk here, is it?
Yeah, safe as houses here.
Now, this is what you do, is it? Night porter?
Pro tem, yes.
I can see why you had second thoughts. You can't be making much of this.
I haven't said I'm having second thoughts, Dave. I want to hear more details first. What is my function in this caper?
Just peripheral. Is that the word?
Well, it is a word, certainly, yes. Yeah, what does it mean?
What I mean is on the fringe. Look out, like.
Listen, I'm having no truck with violence. Is that understood? I never have and I never will. So if you're going in armed or about to break heads, count me out, right?
You make a lot of demands, you do, for a night porter.
I've told you I'm not that desperate. I just need a few readies for the, you know.
Oh, put your mind at rest, my son. There'll be none of that. These lads, I tell you, they're a 24-carat bunch.
It's a big bunch of carrots, isn't it?
They're not desperate either. This has been planned, meticulous. It's the ace job.
Every job I've ever done is the ace job.
Well, this is. And for doing next to naff all, there's 500 quid in it for you.
500 quid? When is it?
Saturday week.
Oh, Saturday week. Well, that's that. Let's put the tin out on that, then, hasn't it?
Why?
Well, my daughter's getting married Saturday week.
Oh, dear. What time?
2 o'clock.
Oh, well, you're all right, then. We'll be through by noon.
Noon?
Guaranteed.
It's too dodgy.
No, honest. Has to be. Some of these lads had planes to catch.
Planes?
I told you, Fletch, it's big. I'm not talking about you and me, but for the top echelon, like these lads is all for way to sunnier climes. They're going to be tax exiles, like Rod Stewart and the Rolling Stones.
Funny they made their money out of daylight robbery and all, didn't they? All right.
Fletch?
Fletch? Here's Mr. Mackay, just getting up, yes. Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Sorry.
Sorry? What about?
For waking you.
Oh, you woke me up to tell me you're sorry for waking me, did you?
No, I had to. I've got to go to Wallasey.
Oh, I see. You woke me up to tell me you were driving that great big heap of scrap to Wallasey.
I brought you a mug of tea.
Listen, if your battery's flat and you want to push, forget it. I haven't got me elephant with me.
No, I had to talk to you, Fletch, and what with all this overtime I'm putting in, I won't get a chance to talk to you before the wedding.
Talk? What about?
The wedding.
Oh, calling it off, are you? Got cold feet, have you?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You don't think I can make Ingrid happy, do you? Well, I can. I can make her happy.
Happy? What is happy? Happiness is a warm truck driver, is that it?
You don't think I'm good enough for Ingrid, do you? Never have done.
Well, you're not.
I suppose you saw her marrying some sort of bloke with a nice accent and a hacking jacket and a cravat. Bit like Dirk Bogart when he was a doctor in the house.
Listen, don't get stroppy with me. You know what I'm like when I'm first thing in the morning. I'll get up and thump you. Is this sugared?
Of course it's sugared. 2.5. Think I don't know how to make your tea? Number of cups of tea I've made for you in the nick, waiting on your hand and foot.
Oh, hark at her. What are you getting so grumpy about?
Because you get up my goat, you do.
Wrong.
Pardon?
I get your goat. I don't get up your goat. I'll get up your nose. Or on your wick.
You do all three. I'm off.
Come here. You haven't told me yet, have you?
I'm not going to now. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, come on, Lenny. This is a lovely cup of tea you made me. Come on. Nicest cup of tea you've ever made me, this is. Because usually you stew it.
Look, never again. Never again will I make you a cup of tea or fry you an egg or nothing.
Well, have you fried me an egg, have you?
No.
Well, could you poach it? I've gone all Friday.
You make it almost impossible for me to be nice to you, you do.
I'm sorry, Len, I'm sorry. All right, I'll behave. Go on, you just sit down, get it off your chest. Come on.
Look, I may not be the most desirable of son-in-laws.
True.
But way. Fact remains I am marrying your daughter on Saturday. And Ingrid and I have been at loggerheads about your role at this wedding. Because as father of the bride, you should be giving her away.
Who else?
No, no one else. Just that we've got a bit of a problem. How can you be in two places at once?
What do you know? Who have you been talking to?
Nobody, only Ingrid.
Well, what do you mean by that, then?
Well, only that, as well as giving her away, I would like you to be my best man.
Your best man?
Yeah, see, I've got no friends of my own age, Fletch. I mean, I used to have, but prison changed all that. You know, half of them didn't want to know, and the other half are still inside themselves. Well, anyway, I said to myself, I said, Lenny, who's been closest to you over the last year or so? And the truth is, it's you, Fletch. I mean, you got me through stir, didn't you? I mean, you've been me mate, me celly, me mentor, father figure in some ways, father-in-law soon to be. And I've always admired you, Fletch. I always respected you in the Nick, but nothing like I respect you now you're going straight. I mean, it's been tough for you, Fletch, tougher for you than for me because, well, I'm younger than you and I've got Ingrid's love to sustain me. But what you're doing now, well, anyway, what we thought was, with your say-so, was that if you accompanied Ingrid on your arm as father of the bride and then at the appropriate moment changed over to my side with the ring in your pocket. OK.
You sure you haven't thought this up as some sort of economy measure?
I know you're hung up about not paying your whack, but...
Well, so would any father of a bride be like that, if only you hadn't rushed headlong into things. I mean, I could have dealt with it all, if only you'd waited 5 years.
Well, we know that, Fletch, but if you agree to what we say, your contribution to this wedding will be a ruddy sight more than paying some catering bill.
I see.
So is it on, then?
Yeah. Don't see why not.
Great. Well, I'll be off then.
Lenny?
Yeah?
I'm not the saint you think I am, you know.
Well, none of us are, is we?
I'm glad you're marrying my daughter.
Pardon?
I said I'm glad you're marrying my daughter.
I'm sorry, Fletcher, I didn't quite catch it.
I'm glad you're bleeding marrying my daughter. Piddle off to Wallasey, will you?
How's it going then, Fletcher?
You tell me, Dave. I'm supposed to finish at 12 o'clock. It's 1:45 now.
It took him a bit longer to get through than they reckoned.
Through from where?
The shop next door. Apparently they had a problem with the alarm circuit and all.
I've had to feed a meter twice.
What do you want to do? Put in for expenses?
No, I'm just saying, that's all. Wouldn't do to get towed away at this point, would it?
Casablanca to Alpha Tango, over.
Alpha Tango, over.
Alpha Tango, this is Casablanca. We would estimate revised point of departure to be 1400 hours.
1400 hours? What's that in English? 2 o'clock, isn't it?
Relay this message to transport, please. Over.
Message received and understood, over and out. I thought you said they got planes to catch.
There's no point in getting on the plane without the Spondulix, is there?
Meticulous.
Well, go on then. Ring transport.
All right.
Morning, Fletch.
Oh. Hello, Sarge.
You're looking very spruce.
Yeah, I'm going to my daughter's wedding this morning, see?
Nice day for it.
Yeah.
Where's she getting married?
Marswell Hill, registry office, like.
Oh, what you doing in these parts, then?
I've come about the present, you see.
What present?
The puppy.
Funny sort of present?
Yeah, well, she's always wanted one, you know what I mean? And I have to collect it at the last minute because you can't hide a puppy like you can hide a tea service, you know what I mean?
Which one is it?
It's through the back. They're gift wrapping him, like, you know. Yeah, come to think of it, what are you doing round these parts?
I was bringing the wife shopping on Saturdays.
Oh.
Well, don't let me detain you.
are cellars.
Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, sir?
No. Only I can do that. Count me out, Dave, right?
You what?
I'm off.
You can't do that.
I'm doing it. Look, I'm not letting anybody down. The job's nearly over. I've been fairly superfluous anyhow.
You quit now, you don't get paid.
I don't care. I don't want to get paid. You can have my share. I don't want a penny of it. I'm off to my eldest wedding.
Hello? You do have a best man?
Yeah, he's coming.
And who's giving you away, Miss Fletcher?
He's coming too.
They're coming together.
Oh, here they are now.
Sorry I'm late, Your Honour.
In the bridal room, please stand. This place in which one now met Ingrid Rita Fletcher.
To witness that I, Ingrid Rita Fletcher,
Do take the Leonard Arthur Godber
to take the Leonard Arthur Godber
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Leonard Arthur Godber and Ingrid Rita Fletcher, you have both made the declarations prescribed by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of the witnesses here assembled. You are now man and wife together. Will you now please be seated while the register is signed?
Casablanca calling on point. Casablanca calling on point.
So the magistrate said, well, you only fined me 5 shillings. He said, I know there's too much of this cycling without lights. It's the second case we've had this morning. Hey? What are you doing here? I thought you'd fluttered off on your honeymoon.
Plane was delayed.
I warned you, didn't I? I warned you. Where's Ingrid then? And made her stay at home? Is it your night out Saturdays or what?
She's in the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be away soon enough. I found out where Lanzarote is.
Oh? Where's that?
Canary Islands.
Where's that?
Forgot to ask that.
Won't make much difference to you two, though, will it, eh?
Hey, speaking of canaries, why did you bring a caged bird to my wedding?
I'll tell you, if you don't tell Ingrid, if you don't tell anyone at all, right? I received this proposition, you see.
What, at your age?
No. I'm talking about skullduggery.
Oh, Fletch.
All right, let me finish. I didn't go the distance. I was in this pet shop, you see.
What were you doing in there?
I was in there, never mind, I was in there. And I saw all these animals, little hamsters and guinea pigs and birds and puppies, all behind bars, just like we was. Just like we swore we'd never be again, Len, right? That's when I come to my senses.
So you didn't?
No, I'm clean, just. Matter of fact, I think the boys got away with it. I didn't see anything in the stop press.
It's ironical, that, isn't it? The perfect job is the one you opted out of.
Yeah. Well, I don't give a rat's. I'm well out of that. I'm beginning to get a taste for freedom. And best bitter and all. Nah. Living without guilt. A lot to be said for that, you know. Of course, in my job, I'm living without a lot of other things and all, but there you are.
We're winning, Fletch. We're winning.
Nose is in front, son.
Yeah. Here's Mrs. Godber.
My husband and I.
Lovely, isn't it, eh?
Hey, what are you going to do with that bird?
Well, as soon as you left the house, I'm going to ask her back to my place.
No.
Oh, I see. Oh, the other bird. Oh, I've already done that. Yeah, that's the reason I bought it. I set it free in a garden.
Ah.
Oh, a symbolic act.
Yeah.
You saw me and you in that bird and you gave it that most precious of gifts. Freedom.
Yeah. Well, don't get carried away, Sonny Jim. 2 minutes later, that big cat from next door, ain't it?
price